Yeah. I might.
And we're live. Dan, I was hoping you'd say something interesting then. I'd catch you out like you got me last night, you gimp.
No, I've got your screen going there, mate. I know what you're up to.
Oh, it's not even on a delay, is it? I don't know. Hey everyone, welcome to a last minute live stream. It is Saturday. I couldn't be bothered playing Skyrim. I'd much rather build orcs, so we're doing a last minute live stream. I'm honest, I'm honest. It's none of this like, well, I was going to do Skyrim, but then my Xbox did this and my internet. No, I just couldn't be bothered. I wanted to build orcs instead. So.
Yeah, so you've been converted, mate, ain't ya?
Yeah, it's orcs in it. It's orcs in it.
Orcs.
I can't talk about orcs without going orcs in it, you know what I mean?
It's orcs, isn't it?
It's orcs, yeah. I need to go and start smoking again so I can get a deep voice and go orcs.
Yeah, orcs. Yeah.
Anyway, yes, welcome one and all to a last minute live stream. Starting a bit later because I had to, sometimes it takes a while to get Mama Fox out of a pit and up and downstairs and settle with a cup of tea and stuff, so I have to get that done first. So
Absolutely.
Welcome one all. Probably go a half hour longer than normal. We'll probably finish about 6:30 or something like that, unless we all die of boredom. There's something in my trouser leg. Hang on. I know it sounds wrong to say that.
What there is.
There's a piece of tissue in my trouser leg. I don't even. I sat there and I'm like, what's that on the back of my knee? And it's like a piece of kitchen roll. It's obviously like when I'm in painting or airbrushing or something. It's just kind of got on the floor, and then when I've put my trousers on the floor at night. It's...
Oh, I'm so glad you said that. Oh, God.
No, it's got some paint on it, so it's obviously from painting. It's just somehow got it into my trouser leg overnight. I don't like finding things I don't expect in my trousers. It's not something that's toward, you know what I mean? I like to know exactly what's happening in my trousers at all times. if I can possibly,
I'm trying to be good because of the time of day. You know how my brain works.
Does it? Mine doesn't.
Yeah, Max says, "Hiya, Colin. No one said you were in the room." Yeah, I'm in the room, mate.
I've got an itch on my back. I need to get my back scratcher out. So anyway, yes, welcome one and all to this nightmare that is Warhammer Saturday, except it's not Warhammer Saturday, it's just Saturday. Anyway, I'll shut up. Right, so yes, before we get going, Jesus Christ, before we get going, quick shout out to all the people that make my content possible. First and foremost, to my colleague here, Colin. Yay! Because he makes it possible, because you know what? I don't like doing solo live streams anymore.
No, I had noticed.
I don't like doing them by myself anymore, because it's not that you guys out there in chatland are boring. You're lovely and I love you and you're all fluffy and hugs and everything, but once you've done like a co-op live stream, you kind of don't want to do solo ones anymore, because, you know what I mean?
And not only that, there's a fellow idiot in the room, so he's happy now.
Exactly. Someone that laughs when I say something. But when you say something funny and nobody laughs because they're all in chat, and it's like...
See, I don't suffer from that because I don't say anything funny.
Oh, shut up, you big girl. Honestly, you're flipping.
Oh, dear.
So yes, anyway, thank you to you, Colin, for being my ever-present host and coming in today at short notice.
That's all right, mate.
As always, as well, to my corporate supporters, emodels.co.uk and goblingaming.co.uk, your one-stop shops for all your tabletop and model making needs. Links in the description below the video. Please use those links. Don't just go to their websites, because those links down there tell them that I sent you, and I get some income from that whenever you buy anything. So go and use those links.
Absolutely.
And of course, my patrons and my channel members who pay my wages absolutely. They make this channel possible. They keep it alive. Without those guys, this channel would stop. It would stop, even, apparently. It turned into Sean Connery.
I was going to say, Sean Connery's in.
It's a smashing, as long as the goal wasn't Guff's match. Funny and this channel would just vanish completely, and I'd have to go off and get a job, and nobody would be at home to look after Mama Fox all day. So you guys make that. You're looking by supporting this channel, you're making life better for Mama Fox. So big, massive thank you to you. And don't forget, I know it's good, isn't it? Don't forget, of course, if you want to become a patron or a channel member, go to patreon.com/modelmakingguru or press the join button underneath any one of my videos and you can become a member or a patron. You can do the same for Colin's channel, Festa67s Workshops. That's patreon.com/Festa67s Workshop. Press the join button under his videos and you can support him as well. And by doing that, you get access to the 24/7 live Zoom Hangout and the Facebook Zoom Hangout group. And I'll stop talking now and breathe. I'm getting faster with that, but...
You did really well there, mate. There's a ticker going across the bottom of the screen, folks, for the... to get access to the 24/7 there, people.
I am getting faster at doing that. I'm starting to sound like an American TV car advert or something. Terms and conditions apply. Please, the car may not match the description you get but at the end of the day, it's like I need to do that anyway. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Don't forget, folks, of course, if you are watching this, we've all got the chat in front of us. I've got the chat here. Colin's got the chat in front of him. So this is all about hanging out with you guys and giving you guys a distraction while you're at the bench or whatever you're doing today. So please do come and join the live chat if you're watching. If you're on a mobile device, the chat might be under the video. If you want to tell us something like that. If you're watching embedded in Facebook or Twitter or somewhere weird, if for some reason I'm embedded in Grindr or something, or Getter, I don't know, then please do click on the YouTube icon in the bottom right hand corner, and that'll take you to the YouTube page where you can carry on watching and join the live chat.
Absolutely. Darren Edmonds says, instead of bench and belly, are we now having what's in your trousers?
What's in your trousers, Donald? In my trousers today, I have a small animal and also a bowl of porridge. I thank you. I will eat one of them. I am not going to confirm which I will eat. I thank you. Details at 11. Don't forget, of course, if you're in chat, we're old and we've got our big magnifiers on, so we can't really read the chat very easily because it's all blurry. So if you want to get our attention, please start your sentence in chat with @ModelMakingGuru or @Festa67s Workshop. It'll put the thing in an orange box and we can see it. Or you can do a super chat. You can press the dollar symbol at the bottom of the chat window, and that'll put your thing in a colour box, and we'll get a little animated thing in the corner, and everything will be fantastic.
I know, he's good, isn't he, eh?
Right, I'm shutting up now. Over to you, Colin. You can do a lot of talking now. I'm going to put Guth on where the
I'll do a lot. Here, mate, I've had a box arrive.
Show me your box. Oh, wait. I've got something in my pants, and you've got a box. Let me put you on full screen.
Yeah, it's your commission, isn't it?
I like whatever. Oh, hang on, I've fallen out, Cole. Hang on. Oh, what a perfect time to fall out. Absolutely nomulous. Flipping StreamYard nonsense. Sorry, Cole, I fell out. Just as
that's all right, mate.
Just as I started saying that this is my income that you're unboxing, and then I fell out. So
that's all right, mate. Yeah, let's just move then. From our friends over at Goblin Gaming.
Where do you put your? I've run out of places to put my stickers now, so I've got like 3 Goblin stickers on my microphone.
I'm saving them up, and when I send stickers out to people, I shove a Goblin in there as well.
You've got thousands of them, haven't you? Got like 4.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, that big box for that. Oh, Goblin, what are you doing?
Brilliant, isn't it?
Talk about upcycling your boxes. I don't know.
That's all right, because I recycle everything anyway.
Yeah, true.
My missus takes all our cardboard to a local business that bales all their boxes and sends them off for recycling.
Sorry to interrupt you, but 2 very important things. First of all, Joseph Kelly's put a $2 super chat through. Joseph, thank you very, very much. That's very kind of you. Didn't put a message down. And also, Cy Reynolds is in chat.
Oh, brilliant.
Cy, big hugs. Massive hugs, Cy.
Big hugs, mate.
He says, why is a Warhammer Sunday occurring on a Saturday? Have you gone all wonky in my absence? No, I've just... It's a random live stream, but I haven't changed the thing up at the top. It still says Warhammer Sunday, because I can't be arsed making a new overlay just yet, so...
Yeah, we are both pretty useless at that, aren't we?
It's just a last-minute live stream, but welcome. Big, massive hugs. Hope you're doing okay, buddy.
Yeah, you know where we are, buddy.
Yeah, you know where
Big
we
hugs,
are.
mate. Big hugs.
Yeah. You're like a bird. I can't do it because I've got my camera the way around, so I'm just making donuts or something. I'm making baps.
And a tickle of the ribs for Cy.
That looks like one of the monsters in Persona 4, actually. That's weird.
It's alien.
If anybody's played Persona 4 and you get the big Magus, you know what that is. Yeah, I'm making baps. Baps. Here they come. Baps.
Baps. Got me latest refreshers bar.
Yes, you always get one of them from Goblin. I give mine to Mama Fox. She's got like 3 teeth and she eats them in 5 seconds. I don't know how she does it.
We've got Oof and Grey.
Oof and Claw. What?
Yeah, that one.
Oof and Math.
Celestra Grey.
Apparently the Bobbins has become a member. Even though I'm sure he's already a member. But thank you.
Oh yeah, it's probably the same one I had.
13 months.
Yeah.
Thank you,
I had
Bobbins.
that last night.
Yeah, it's YouTube being handy, reminding you.
Bit more Uriel Yellow. Bit more Avaland.
Yeah.
And some White Scar.
I would suspect he's going to be painting lots of white things. So you've got,
pardon me.
You've got Ulthu and Grey. What was the other grey one?
Celestra Grey.
Yeah. For folks that don't know, if you want to paint a nice white colour, over something else, the easiest way to do it is a base coat of Celestra, then a layer of Ulthu and Grey, and then leave it at that. And then that's white enough. And then,
And
just
then use that for your edge highlighting.
and chipping. Yeah, exactly. Never.
See, I may have watched your Wazbomb video recently.
Oh, you looked at my Wazbomb, did you?
I did. And what a lovely Wazbomb it was as
You
well,
looked at
mate.
my blaster jet. You don't want to get close to my
did.
blaster jet.
I must admit, though, the missile did frighten me.
Yeah. That was in my trousers.
Nearest. Anyway. So, yeah, that's what's arrived at Festa Towers today.
Yay!
Another 50 quid voucher there for wine.
Yeah, I'd throw them in the bin because Mama Fox can't have alcohol and I think wine's rubbish.
Yeah, I tend to shred everything, but yeah.
In the old days, it was don't let Mama Fox see it because she'll just be drinking wine all day. Now it's like, yeah, you can't have wine now because of your gallbladder. Never mind.
You're wicked. Poor mum.
I know.
Poor mum.
What was I going to say? What are you working on today then, my fine friend?
Well, I finished building the Ork thing last night, didn't
Ork
I?
thing.
Let's move that to one
Oh
side.
no, what can you possibly do now? You've only got nothing.
I've
you're still
got,
full screen, so I'm going to take you off full screen. Oh, I'll keep you on full screen, there you go.
I've got shed loads of stuff.
You may have an enormous box of Ork.
I've been at size in the chat. I've got a confession to make.
Oh, it's confession time. Shall I put on my best Rabbi Bloom voice? Hello and welcome to Thought of the Day.
Yes, I hit a milestone, mate.
Oh, yes.
I'm embarrassed to admit that I'm on 1,057 points on Goblin Gaming, mate.
And I'm absolutely happy to announce he's on those points because that's all money for me in the bank. Woohoo!
I built that one yesterday, didn't I? Mm-hmm. Or finished building
like
it,
Lego,
which
that
is
bit with the floor pan there, upside down.
Yeah, the Ork kill rig and all of that
Yeah.
lot
He may
with
have
all the
bought a whole-
dudes.
He's bought a lot of Ork stuff, Si. He really has.
So yeah, Fox has been spending my money for me
Yeah.
rather successfully.
Yeah.
Look at that squig, brilliant,
It's
isn't it?
great, isn't it? Rawr. What did you call him? Carl?
Gary.
Gary, that's it. Gary the Squig.
He's named after my bulldog. May he rest in peace, Gary.
If it lives long enough,
some of that.
if it lives long enough, it could turn into a Squigoth eventually.
Yeah, I've got
Big
another
enough.
box of squigs to arrive as well. I had me notification that they're on their way. So.
Oh, by the way, he's just got a big fat tail.
It's just a big arse squig, isn't it?
Big old Squig.
I've got him to sort out
Yeah.
and paint, so I've been building that.
So there's your confession, Si.
Been building the Wazbomb with Dave and I on Wednesday, which conveniently is in this box next to me.
Wait, you're building a Wazbomb?
Wazbomb, what's this bloody thing? Boondakka Snazwagon, that's
the one.
it.
That's the one.
So I've been doing that one, Si, on the Wednesday show. Look at that. Checkers.
Those are very nicely done checkers. Get us a close-up shot. We'll have a proper look.
There's some there.
Very nice and subtle. That's Uriel and Avaland, isn't it? Oh yes.
And there's some more there. See.
Si Reynolds says, "I wouldn't forgive you if it was Spesh Morons, but thankfully it's Orcs, so it's understandables."
Yeah. Oh, thanks. Si. Do you approve, mate? Do
I
you
think he
approve?
does. Now, I've also got a confession as well, Si
Oh, dear.
Reynolds, cause Mama Fox for Christmas got me the oh God,
what's
it's the
coming.
stupid what's the art? Bone Reapers, Mortisan, Tithe, Echelon, Fantasy Words, Nonsense, Made Up Title Boxed Words. You know, she got me the Battleforce set. Which reminded me that there's Battleforces at Christmas, so when Colin spent like £5,000 at Goblin, I may have spent my income on the Ork Killdakka Warband Battleforce set, so I've got 400,000 Orks to build as well.
And yeah, now also tell him what you sinisterly did straight after you ordered yours. What did you do?
Oh, you just reminded me of something we need to do today as well. You've forgotten about that. Yes, I went onto the Goblin and I ordered the what's it called? Stupid words. Oh, the Battleforce Killdakka set.
Yeah.
Because I looked at it, I went to Goblin and went, I need that. I don't know why. I don't even do Orcs, but I need that, so I'm going to buy it. It's 100 quid for 200 quid of the stuff. So I ordered that, and then about an hour later I went, hey Colin, you like Orcs, don't you?
And I went, duh, yeah.
And I went, well, here's this set that they only release at Christmas that's sold out everywhere else in the world, but they've got 12 left in stock at Goblin. Go and buy one. And he went, okay, bye. Like and subscribe.
So you felt so much better because you wasn't alone. And no, I haven't forgotten you, little git. By the way, mister, I know what your shenanigans are for the day.
Yes. So I did get the Ork Warband set. Now I have to say, for folks, they are actually sold out now at Goblin Gaming. They've still got some of the battle forces left. They've got the Ossiarch Bone Reapers Mortar Than Tithe Echelon Fantasy Nonsense Words set. I'm sure that box is twice as big just to get all the words on. They've got the 2 other ones that I don't know what they are. That's not really helpful, is it? They've got 3 of the sets left in stock. 3 of the different sets.
No, it's not helpful at all, mate.
No. But given the fact that they're half priced, it's worth it just whatever it is, just for having something to paint.
Yeah. Not that I'm addicted to orcs, because I'm not. I just thought I'd clarify.
You're not addicted to them down at the bottom of that hole, are you?
No, I'm not in the whole side, by the way, and I haven't got an entire bench full of orc-painted citadel pots and all of that lot as well.
Yeah, he didn't spend a couple of days putting black and white checkers all over it, and putting Bad Moon stuff all over his equipment.
Yeah, but you've got to admit, that is strangely alluring hole, isn't it?
You like any hole, because it's a hole. Stop putting your finger in the hole. It's wet in there.
Look, yeah, I know. I've just put my finger in a wet... No. Hole. I may have Bad Moon Ork Festa as a
I keep seeing the 4 on the top as actually eyes looking to the left.
Yeah, they're good, aren't they?
Why is it really
moons.
shiny? What is that?
That's Plasticoat Clear Sealer. It stops because these are home printed.
They're what? They're laser printed.
Inkjet.
Okay.
And what you do is you coat it with Plasticoat Clear Sealer like that.
Yes.
So that the decal doesn't disintegrate in water, and then once it's on the model, you then go over it with matte varnish, and it goes, and shrinks it back down. Yeah, but
look like they were painted on plastic.
Yeah, look, that's a Bad Moon Festa.
Bad Moon Festa. I still need to design a character for you.
Yeah. So I've been doing them.
Awesome. What's chat doing? EC Idaho says Fox is an enabler. Cy Reynolds says, Colin, you dug this hole and you didn't come and rescue me. Outrageous. I think you... I don't know how to put this any other way, but I think Simon wants to be in your hole.
Hey, Cy, you're more than welcome to join in our shenanigans. You know
Colin
that.
says you're welcome in his hole anytime.
I was trying to think of a clean way of saying an answer, and I couldn't possibly
that's not funny.
think of one.
Cy says, at this point, you're basically a drug dealer, Fox. You're pretty much.
Yeah, he is.
How's your thumb, says Mayhem. It's not bleeding anymore. It stopped after about an hour. It didn't actually hurt. It's not hurt or anything. I've actually forgotten all about it till I read that.
Yeah, he's now going to go back into princess mode.
Yeah. Now, before we get going to that, I'm going to carry on building my Runt Herd and Gretchen, which shouldn't take long to finish, before I move on to one of the other 5,000 orcs in the set. While you're deciding what you're going to do, I shall remind people watching, if you watched last night, we're going to do something a bit special today that Colin was hoping I'd forgotten about. And actually, I had forgotten about until he mentioned something a minute ago.
Git.
Yeah. So what we're going to do a bit later on is we're going to do something I absolutely despise. Now, I hate reaction videos. I hate reaction videos. If somebody makes a reaction video, I turn up and I burn the house down. And I never watch the videos again because I hate reaction videos. But we're going to have a reaction video today. We're not going to see Colin. You're not going to see Colin's face. We're going to put Colin into the middle of Forge World, and we're going to follow Colin as he wanders through all the orc stuff in Forge World and see what his reactions are.
You're one hell of a bar steward.
I am. Because I want to see how you react to things like the grot tanks and stuff and all the cute things.
You're so wicked.
It's not so much that as I revel in your excitement and happiness about orcs. It's so heartwarming when you go all excited about squigs. It's like
squigs, honestly, mate, they're gorgeous. I love squigs. Watching
you squee over orc stuff is like taking a large cardboard box full of puppies and gently tumbling them out onto the carpet. And watching them all tumble out. That's what watching you with orcs is
I'm
like.
so glad you said that, because I thought you was going into Swish Tony mode.
Do you know, watching Colin look at orc things...
Oh, it's like making love to a lovely woman.
Yeah, very much like making love to beautiful. Yeah. So I'm going to carry on with my... I've got 6 Gretchen to finish.
Oh, good, man.
I've got me Runt Herd there, you can see, quite a pleasant little chap. And of course, yesterday, Simon, I'll put myself full screen, I did... my first ever squig.
I know.
I mean, I've done squigs on some of the vehicles, but they were just single piece. But this is the first ever squig I've done that required actual assembly.
Squigs are so cool. I love squigs.
I need to fill the gaps on him though.
I want a real squig. I want a pet squig, so I take it out for a walk. As people come up to it, it goes, naff off!
Or it just eats the face.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'd have to make sure it didn't actually eat you as well, though, because don't forget, the reason that squigs are, the reason that orcs give the grots the job of looking after the squigs is because they just eat anything.
Yeah.
So often a lot of grots get eaten. EC says, Fox, did you cut your thumb because you cut using an X-Acto knife towards your thumb? Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
The problem I have is that I cannot for the life of me cut away from myself. I can't do it. If I try and cut away, I just gouge the plastic out and everything else and I make a mess. If I do it towards myself, I might gouge myself, but at least I get a good cut on the plastic, so yeah. Just get an angry pug, Col.
An angry pug.
Yeah, that equals a squig.
Happy days.
Well, get a pug, but cross it with the temperament of a chihuahua. There you go. That'll be an angry little.
Oh yeah, that would be an angry little ankle biter, wouldn't it? Eh?
Yeah. Right, swig of the tea. Oh God, morning, Barry. Oh,
that went well.
Yeah, that's my first.
Morning, Barry. Oh, of course, yeah, it's your Barry's tea. Isn't
yeah, it's my first sip of tea. I've not had a sip of tea yet. Oh, face palm says EC Idaho. I know. But the funny thing was, though, it wasn't like I went like that. It was literally I went dead gently, but I just put a fresh blade in, and I was bracing my hand, but it just kind of slipped a bit, and it went, yeah. So it was like, didn't even hurt. It's not even stung or anything. Such a sharp blade. It's warm in Colin's hole. The main issue is you get forcefully ejected whenever nature calls, says Cy Reynolds. I'm not even going to get involved in that one. So what are you doing then, Col? I'm still full screen, sorry. What are you doing?
I'm slapping a decal on the funnel.
Funnel.
And then I shall weather up nice and close to the edges. So,
Cockles and funnels alive, live-o.
I just thought it needed a Bad Moons Festa on the corner there.
Yeah.
So, because I can.
Yeah. I need to... if I'm going to start doing orcs, I need to pull my finger out and send a design sheet off to Fallout Hobbies to print a load of model making guru logo decals.
Yeah.
Of all shapes and sizes.
It's got to be done.
Because then I can have a model making guru logo all over my my orcs.
Orcs, innit? Because it's a thing.
Yeah. And I do
my
like
job, my work is done. Fox is building orcs.
I know. And I've got to tell you, I do like their decals. I know it's in America. I know it's in America, but they're really nice decals. They're a joy to work with.
And release your inner orc.
Inner orc. So anyway, yes, welcome to everybody who is. I know I haven't been through the chat and said a little bit. Welcome to everyone who is watching today. I hope you're having a good Saturday. I hope your weekend has started well. Don't forget, of course, the most important question that you can ever be asked in your entire life is bench and belly.
Absolutely.
Although today would normally be a Skyrim day, so I shall say game and grub instead. Or bench and game and grub. Let's do all three. What you're building or what you're working on, what you're playing, what game you're playing right now, if anything, or what's your current game of choice, and what you're having for your dinner or what have you had for your dinner.
Nothing in the belly, and on the bench, orc.
Orc.
Yeah.
And your game of choice, nothing at the minute.
Nothing at the moment. But I am sure there'll be games that I download that are required. I've got Fallout 4.
Good lad. You've got Skyrim.
I've got Skyrim as well.
You should start with Skyrim first.
Yeah.
Between the two, that is the vastly superior.
And of course, someone may have mentioned the Warhammer game yesterday, the Ork game.
Oh yeah, I can't remember what it's called.
Nor can I, actually.
It's a shame you can't buy dirt cheap Xbox 360s that aren't hacked or rubbish, because then you could get Space Marine. Space Marine!
Space Marines.
Space Marine. I've not played that. I've only tried the first 10 minutes yet. I've not had a chance to rattle through it yet. Oi, Space Marine, get off my ship! Game and grub and all that for me. Grub, don't know tonight. For the last 3 or 4 days, I've been trying to make ham and Fox's mess, but every time I get around to doing it, we end up getting a takeaway because I'm lazy. Building is this Ork Battleforce set. And game, at the minute, what have I been playing? Oh, that's a question. I was playing Halo Infinite for a bit, but I stopped because I was playing Destiny, original Destiny 1 Destiny. What are you doing? All I can hear is little sort of questioning noises.
I'm trying to stir up a rather dodgy pot.
Ah, right.
Of MIG dust, because it seems to have
Separated.
gone a bit.
What is it now?
Yeah, I've just literally just opened it.
Oh yeah, the enamel things like that, they just separate out like an arse all the time.
Yeah, so I'm just.
Because all I can hear is. I'm like, what?
I'm trying to be quiet.
It sounds rude. Sounds like there were things happening there that I don't want to know about.
Oh dear.
Right, so this guy's.
Are you trying to suggest, Mister?
I'm family friendly. Post it out. I'm suggesting nothing.
Yeah, they do separate out these, don't they? But...
Fox, why don't you use your logo as a decal on a Space Marine chapter, says David Sanderson. That will be the plan. I just haven't actually got around to painting any Space Marine.
Yeah.
I've got so much stuff that I haven't got around to painting.
Yeah,
But I do,
shoddy.
yeah, I do keep meaning to get my logo done as decal sheet so I can do it on everything.
Yeah.
But I keep not getting around to it. Space Marine chapter, like and subscribe.
Yeah, I was going to say, you've got a couple of thousand figures, is it now?
Couple of billion, yeah. Can I just point out, by the way, that every single one of these heads has spiky things on it like noses and ears.
Yeah.
And every single one of them is exactly where that cut is on my thumb when I'm trying to take the nubs off. It's like stab, ow, stab, ow, stab, ow.
You have my full sympathy, mate.
I have nothing of the sort. Don't even
Did you
try.
notice?
Don't even try and make me think that.
Okay.
No man sacrifices Schadenfreude for sympathy. Wendy Hickson's in. Hugs all round. Welcome, Wendy.
Hello, Wendy. All right, my love?
I know I haven't been through and said hello to everybody in the chat, but hello to everybody. Welcome and big hugs all round to everyone in the chat and everyone watching.
It's very shoddy of you. Very shoddy of you.
Well, you know, it would have been another half hour before we got going. So I don't know what belly is tonight. I'd say ham and something, probably ham and chips. Because I probably can't be bothered doing. All the spuds have probably gone off by now. They've been in the fridge for so long.
Let's get rid of that off there. Oh, it's a big old woofy dog noise there in the background.
Wait, you heard that?
Yeah, it came through loud and clear on the stream.
Because it's not that loud here, but I was about to say, you said, oh, just as the dog barked, that was a weird coincidence.
Yeah.
That's that stupid yappity thing from next door, but one that I just want to drop a piano on all the time. But it's actually got better over the last sort of 6 months. It's stopped barking all the time. But I didn't think it was that loud. It was kind of quiet.
Yeah, it come through nice and clear.
It's the one that doesn't actually make dog bark noises. It just tends to blot out a sine wave. But it's the neighbours who I can't stand.
Oh, right.
They just used to let it bark for like 20 minutes at a go, and it'd just be meh, 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 at the bottom of the garden. It'd be like, well, you just get your dog and just shoot it or something.
Get a blunderbuss.
Yeah, but they seem to have just kind of stopped doing it now.
Yeah,
but it's
shoot the damn thing.
It's one of those stupid, pointless mixed breed Labradoodle, pointless Ponzi dogs.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Rather than just getting like a normal dog, like an Alsatian or a boxer or something, you know, or whatever. They've just got some Ponzi Labradingle doodle bundle things, nonsense.
Yeah, it's just a wibble.
He's a proper dog, and he's like this bloke, right? You know, like you get adverts, and there's always a man with a beard who looks all beardy and manly, but he's probably not, because he's more of a going to Starbucks wearing a hat type.
Yeah,
he's like that. And I was burning some paper in the back garden once, you know, just like something I'll do like once a year for 10 minutes. Yeah. Burning a bit of scrap paper, and he's shouting over, what you doing? You can't do that. And I'm like...
Says who?
Well, it's actually not. It's actually technically the council doesn't like you doing it. You're allowed to burn a little bit of garden rubbish. I looked it up afterwards. He wasn't wrong, but so I says to him, first of all, I've lived here for 50 years. You've lived here for 5 minutes, so shut up.
Yeah.
Also, second of all, someone round here has a wood burner that's on every day, all day in the autumn and winter, which puts out more crap than this fire burning paper for 10 minutes. So I suggest you go away. Also, get your dog to shut up. And he's like, spoon. He's like one of those blokes that looks like a manly man, but he's just complete weeb.
So you're not a fan then?
Can't stand them, the ponds. He's got 2 camper vans. I mean, what the F? We need 2 camper vans.
Oh yeah, that's just greedy.
It's big ponds.
Yeah.
No, I can't stand him. It's like, how dare you come to this road and live here for 5 minutes and start shouting the odds over to one of the neighbours who's lived here all the time. You ain't got nothing, mate. Go on, with your wood burning nonsense and your poncy camper vans and your stupid pretend beard.
But it's not a wibble, no.
Yeah, no. It's like if you're going to grow a beard, you need to look like a hobo, not like a flipping prissy YouTuber.
Oh, he's got a neck beard, has he?
No, he's just got that kind of like well manicured man who works in advertising but wants to look like he cuts down trees.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and he wears loafers. Like, no, go away now.
Oh dear.
Come back with a proper beard.
Yeah.
Living here for 5 minutes and shouting the odds over the fence.
Yeah. Glad you got that out of your system, mate.
Yeah. I'll listen to you when you get your yappity dog put down, you big spoon.
Yeah.
Like,
don't get a yappity dog and move anywhere near Fox.
No.
Eh?
It's like there's one at the back. There's somebody at the back, and I think it's probably like it might be a Labrador, or it might be an Alsatian, or some German Shepherd.
Yeah.
But that's the kind of dog you want, because maybe once a day it goes, "Boo," and that's it.
Yeah.
It just does that once. It just says hello, and then it goes back inside. And that's like, yeah, that's a big dog. It's a cool dog, and it doesn't shout all day.
Yeah.
And you don't mind big dogs that bark like that. It's when it's some poncy handbag dog that you've just got because you ponce. Middle class nonsense.
Yeah, Gary was like that. Just used to go. Yeah.
Well, that's because you didn't want to. The way you described him, he didn't want to go outside anyway.
No, just.
He's allergic. Do you want to go out? Not really.
Yeah, it's like put some effort into it.
Was it basically like a teenage goth?
Yeah.
Apart from it wasn't dressed in all black.
Yeah. It honestly was just the laziest bloody animal I've ever come across.
Yeah. Was it like, he was a good boy, I hate you?
Yeah. That's perfectly it. Spotty teenager that didn't want to clean its bedroom.
Yeah. Or go out or do anything.
Yeah. One eye out from under the door. Yeah, all right.
I think I like Gary.
Yeah. Gary was fun. Lazy bastard. He really was.
Nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely.
I bet he's there. He's thinking to himself, listen, you made me a mutant, so I'm going to get my own back by being lazy.
Absolutely.
All the damn time. My stabbity senses tingling, model making guru, says Mayhem. But at the moment, it's all the sticky out ears and spikes on the dude's heads that's stabbing into my wound from yesterday. Fox, the term you're looking for is a hipster. That's the word I was looking for. Hipster beards are horrible. They're just too neat and tidy. If you're going to have a beard, look like a hobo. Yeah. Look like you hang out in rail cars. That's what beards are all about. Where are we up to? Right, where are we up to? We do lots of catching up on the chat because people have come in. Sarah Jane's in. Says hi, Colin. And
hello, Sarah Jane. Hello, darling.
Ow! Stabbing. I just get called Z now.
Oh, Lammerkins.
I think this grot is actually about to draw blood. Oh no. Oh, a little bit. I've actually stabbed myself with a grot head. Oh well. It's a first. Oh yeah, it's drawn blood, look. There you go.
Oh.
It's the one with the Attila the Hun head as well, which is really funny.
Oh, have you stabbited Fummy Wummy again?
I have. Yeah, hi Sarah Jane. Hope you're feeling a bit better.
Yeah.
David Sanderson says, bench building Chaos Space Marines. Belly will be beef casserole with carrots, mashed spud, onions, gravy, and other stuff. EC Idaho says game Generation 0. Don't know what that is. Bench Tycho Alco 430 in US Army Chimera. Belly cooking bacon at the moment. It was bacon in capital letters.
Bacon with a B.
I like the idea of just having just bacon, like just get a big pan of bacon and just eat bacon with nothing else. No vegetables, no chips, no just bacon.
That actually sounds good.
But the same thing stabbing me again on a different finger. I'm putting that down. Fudge muppet. It's because I was fiddling with it. Wendy Gemma and Sarah Jane all saying hello and hugging.
Absolutely.
Panzer says game Generation 0. That's 2 people playing. What's Generation 0? Never heard of it. Game Generation 0. Bench a set of individual track links. Ooh. Belly breakfast of mackerel on toast with coffee. Ooh.
All sounds nice.
I've not had mackerel for a long time. Steve says, I have the original Xbox 360 Halo Edition and an Xbox One X. Don't have the Series X yet, but Microsoft have announced Xbox Series X Pro coming this year. Oh, really? Oh, bollocks.
Yeah, but that's the thing, isn't it, with consoles? And it's the same as PCs. The minute you buy one, it's out of date because the next one's only round the corner.
I didn't know
Can't
about
keep up.
I've not seen the announcement about the Series X Pro. You think they'd actually just get the actual Series X into people's hands first because they're hard to get hold of. What have I got? I've got an original Xbox, but it's heavily modded to be modern. Yeah. I've got a couple of 360s, an Xbox One X that Mama Fox is using, and my Series X.
So I can honestly say you're a bit of an Xbox fanboy.
Absolutely. The thing is, I got the original Xbox when it came out and launched, and then from that point, all my mates played Halo, so there's no point in going on PlayStation because that's where my mates were on Xbox. So. Max McGinn is in. He says, Belly, nothing at the moment, still deciding. Bench, painting up some Custodes Terminators. Terminators, you got to paint them right. No, you want Retributor armor.
Army's back.
Yep. Use some Reichland Flesh Shade. I would. Game, been playing Dawn of War 1 and Space Marine on the PC and Tekken 7 on the Xbox. Oh, you can get Space Marine on PC, by the way, Cole.
Oh, can you?
Yes, you don't need an Xbox. Oh, Space Marine, get off my ship.
Yeah, get off my land.
Max says, Belly will be a lovely steak with triple cooked chips. We've had that conversation about triple cooked chips, haven't we?
Oh, mate. Yeah.
Bench, Tamiya R35 French light tank. Last game I played was X2 The Threat. Is that XCOM X2 The Threat? I don't know. Wendy says chest infection's still with her, but she's getting there. Hope you're okay.
Bless her.
Yeah, antibiotics will take care of it over the next week or so. It's normally about a week, isn't it? 2 weeks for a chest infection.
Yeah.
First week you'll be as derpy as hell because the antibiotics knock you out. And the second week you feel a lot better, but you'll have the coughiness.
Yeah.
Max might actually cook himself some spag bowl. Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Darren Edmonds says bench. Hang on, he says bench, fajitas on the way. Okay, so bench is irrelevant. Bench, no models, but I'm restoring a 1953 Ural M72 motorbike and sidecar.
Oh, nice.
What, a real one? Like a full-size one? How'd you get fit on that on your bench?
You'll be amazed, mate.
Yeah, you get me washing machines and everything.
Oh, yeah.
No video of that, though. No video of that, sadly.
No video of that exists. I know nothing of what you mean.
Yep. Steve, another Steve, says, Fox and Colin, I have the original Xbox 360, a Halo Edition, and oh, it's the same Steve. Okay. You just repeated the comment because we hadn't read it out. Panzer says, you're the kind of dog you want to drop kick over the house, not the time anti-dog. I love dogs, I just don't like little small yappy ones that people... Yeah. Westies. Can't stand
the ones that people carry around under their armpit.
Yeah, little ones that old people have, like Westies, Yorkies. They're just snappy little... get a German Shepherd, for the love of dog.
We seem to have a thing down here where people, I would say chavs.
Just say chavs.
They have like this little dog bag that they have under their arm with the dog in it. I don't know if you get that up your end yet.
Yeah, they've been around for a while. That's an American thing that came over.
Yeah, and it's like, really? What's the point?
It's a kind of influencer / chav thing. You just want to hit them with a car or a building.
It's funny. I mean, when I first saw one, I said, Said to H, could you imagine if we had had one of them with Gary in it? Just like, yeah. It would have been a rucksack.
Oh, yeah.
But the thing is, he would have liked that.
Because he could
have
have
had to be walking.
Yeah, exactly. Gemma says, Belly, can't remember what Chris is cooking. I like that. And I've been playing Skyrim. Yeah, you like your Skyrim, don't you, Gem? Yeah. Have you played through it? You must have played through it several times by now. Colin, please say something. Fox is making me nod off, says Sarah Jane.
Yeah, I'll be filming the first episode of the GT40 soon, Sarah Jane.
That was very loud in my ear then. Did you get right up in the microphone?
I did.
Ow.
Probus.
Paul Di Tommaso is in. Good day, everyone. Welcome, Paul.
Paul.
Mayhem says to Steve, so you Xbox is your Xbox.
So he did there.
Blood for the Blood God, says Max when I stab myself. Grots 1 Fox 0. Yep. Max McGinn says called it. Mayhem says called it to Max McGinn. Peter Dovey is coffee and continuing the scratch build. What is the scratch build? Remind us. Mayhem, he was worried about getting stability from handling Chaos Marines. Oh yeah. They've gone. Mayhem's quoting Spaceballs for some reason. I don't quite know why he's saying. The radar service has been jammed and they've gone to plaid. Paul Di Tomas says, hey, the wife and I have a small dog. It's a Taco Terrier. What's a Taco Terrier? Sky Raider is all ready for paint, says Steve.
Oh, nice.
And Sarah Jane says, woohoo, thanks, Colin.
Yeah.
I'm sure your little dog is probably acceptable, Paul, because you're cool and Canadian.
Yeah.
So your dog's allowed. Also, I can't hear it barking from here, so...
Yeah. If you could, then that is one hell of a dog bark.
I'm not saying this little grot head has stabbed me badly, but his ear's bent.
You're really enjoying the stabity, aren't you, mate?
It makes my life complete. It completes me. Did I
Can't
just do like a
bit
Dr.
of
Evil
stabby.
impression like 20 years after the film came out? Really?
Yeah, I do believe I may have witnessed that, mate.
Oh, dear Lord. Wow,
I know.
I'm so hardcore and street and down with the kids, aren't I?
Oh, you are relevant,
You're
up to date.
me.
It's actually a really good impression of Dr. Evil, I'll give you that.
I've got to take these mould lines off, but they're all directly opposite Stabbity ears and spikes. He's like, God damn it. And I thought this was the funniest of the heads. Now I hate
I
it.
love it.
Now I hate it.
I just love the fact that you're getting stabbed.
Getting stabbed by Genghis Khan's pointy helmet.
Because, being that we're mates, if it was happening to me, of course, you would be loving it as well, so...
Yeah. What are mates for if not for an endless supply of Schadenfreude?
Absolutely. So I'm getting this in there before I start building mine, because you'll be sitting there waiting for Stabbity to happen, so...
Yeah. You don't do Stabbity.
No, I'm hardcore, mate. I'm like, I may have been stabbed, but I'm an orc. And I'm now thinking it doesn't hurt.
Yep.
See?
I don't believe this hurts, therefore it does not hurt. I might give up on this Genghis Khan helmet. It's just... The mould line is right where the fur is, and it's just in a really hard place to get to. It's not really cooperating. Candygram says, greetings, Model Making Guru Fest and everyone in chat. Happy New Year, Si Reynolds. Great to see you, as always. Yeah, where are you still there, Si?
Absolutely.
Gone a bit quiet, lad.
Yeah.
Are you still with us,
nice.
lad? You still watching? Yay.
Always nice to see Si.
Oh, absolutely. Lovely to see him in chat.
Yeah. It's made my day, that has.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And Si will know why.
Yeah.
He's now getting all gushy. And, oh, stop it, you two, but
He's
carry
like,
on.
Stop it now, stop it. I'm trying to carve this thing back on the hat, but it's not playing ball at all.
And he does have the most killer laugh I've ever heard on a person.
Oh, yeah.
It is hilarious.
Oh, yeah. It's like Muttley crossed with an air raid siren.
Oh, isn't it?
It's great.
When he corpses, it's great fun. It's like, yeah.
This little guy's head has stabbed me more than like an entire platoon of Death Guard.
Oh, lamekins.
And like, one day, Colin, if you ever build Death Guard, you'll understand the pain you go through to clean up a Death Guard Space Marine unit.
Yeah, I've got some Space Marines somewhere.
Yeah, but this is
in a box.
This is Death Guard. They're all made of spikes.
Oh, they're super killer spikes,
Everything has got spikes on it. Every part of their armour is made of pointy things. And if there's not armour pointy things, they've got horns coming out of their arms and their heads and things. You're like, oh god. It's all horns and bones and yeah. It's a challenge, Death Guard. I think that's as clean as I'm going to get that hat. It's a bit of a arse, that one. Really hard to get to it. I'll need to do some clean-up with the glue. What time we're on? 4:20. I think it's time soon that we need to go on an adventure.
Yeah, I should do that.
To a very special place.
Okay.
Jeffrey the giraffe might be there, is what he won't be.
You are very cruel to me, you know.
I think we can use the Toys R Us. I think we can sing the Toys R Us theme now, seeing as they've gone out of business.
Have they?
Well, years ago, yeah, they were shut down. I think they've been resurrected a little bit, but right, that's that. Got all my heads cleaned up, so I'll get.
See, I'm up to date with the news, as you can tell, folks.
Yeah, it was like 10 years ago or something.
Oh.
I only know because myself and my buddy Mike and my buddy Martin, being like 35-year-old blokes, our Sunday routine was to go up to the little trading estate, go to McDonald's and get some snacky food, and then wander into Toys R Us and look at Star Wars toys and stuff and scale X-Tricks, and then go to the pub.
Do you know, that is actually a good blokey day out, I'll give you that.
I mean, literally, you go to one of the local. It's literally got a McDonald's. At the time, there was a pizza. He's got McDonald's and Pizza Hut. There was a Toys R Us. Then there was the Hobby World, whatever it is, Hobbycraft.
Hobbycraft, yeah, same as our retail park.
And there was a Dixon's and Curry's or PC World at the time, so you could get all your games.
Yeah.
And it'd be like, should we just go to Toys R Us and hang around for 20 minutes? For
yeah, we had that.
Yeah.
McDonald's, Pizza Hut in the corner, then it was Curry's, PC World, Toys R Us.
And a garden centre.
And a garden centre, yeah.
Home base or whatever.
Yeah.
There's always a DIY place in the garden thing. But the thing is, right, you've not lived until you're a hairy-arsed 35-year-old bloke sat in a pub after 6 pints, and on the floor of the table is a big box of Star Wars action figures that you've bought from Toys R Us on a whim because you got paid a couple of days ago and you've got 300 quid spare and you've just bought 5 snow speeders, you know what I mean?
Seemed like the thing to do at the time.
Yeah. It's like what? Walking into a biker pub with a massive unopened AT-AT Star Wars toy. I see no problem.
No, absolutely, mate.
I was sat in the pub one afternoon. It was like 3 in the afternoon. I was absolutely trolleyed, and like on the seat next to me, like sitting next to me was my mate Mike, and sitting next to me on the other side was like an unboxed Millennium Falcon.
Oh yeah, what are you going to do?
Like, you know, the action figure toy. It was like I happened to have 45 quid in my pocket. It just happened to be there on the shelf in the shop that I walked into after getting out of the car and driving all the way there.
Yeah, that sounds plausible. That sounds almost as plausible as walking out into a kitchen, smacking into something with your elbow and it's switching on. That's
not going to happen.
It does happen.
I do have to say, once I did, in all honesty, I went to Hobbycraft to buy a pencil.
Yeah.
And when I came out of Hobbycraft, I accidentally slipped into Argos and came out with an Xbox One X. Back in the day.
Yeah, that can happen.
I was kind of resisting it, and then I was like, oh, I accidentally... Because I said to my boss, I'm just going to Hobbycraft and I need to buy a pencil. I needed a pencil at that particular point in time at work, because we were working for ourselves. So I'm just going to nip to Hobbycraft and grab a pencil, because we need to get a box of pencils. So, okay, I'll be back in 5 minutes. So I came back and said, I've had an accident. I went in to buy the pencils, and when I came out, I slipped and accidentally bought an Xbox One X. Right, now...
That sounds plausible.
We know you're an orc, yeah?
Who, me?
Yeah, but I found what you would look like if you were a grot.
Oh, right.
I shall go full screen and show you. I'll have to zoom in and everything. Hang on. I've also got something in my ear. Right. I found what you would look like if you were a grot. Let me get my control.
Oh, dear.
This might not work because it might not zoom in far enough, but I'll do my best.
Should I be worried? Yeah, definitely.
That's the one that's been stabbing me for the last 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, definitely.
Like,
I'll go with that.
Somebody said you want some of that, then you get you some of that.
Yeah. You call that Stabbity? I'll show you Stabbity.
Let me show you some of these faces. Hang on. While I'm zoomed in as well.
Have you got the dippy one?
I think so. I've got that one. Who's like a kind of a ninja, a ninja grot.
That is brilliant.
We've got the one that I talked about last night. His hat is actually a skull.
Yeah.
So he's got a head and he's got a strap built into the skull that goes down under his chin.
Yeah,
So he's
like
literally
him.
wearing a skull. That'd be a very small human. We've got the dippy one. With his wonky helmet. Oh, hang on.
I roll the
I'm trying to do
wonky
it in such
helmet.
a way you can actually see it. He's only got half a horn on one side.
Half a round. I
Half a
met
round.
him once.
And an Aphia. That one's not funny, but he's got like a snood.
Oh, look. It's the detail on him, isn't it?
Oh yeah. And then what's the last one? The last one is. Oh, this one's a bit boring. He's just got like some kind of leather executioner hat.
I like him.
Yeah. I think the other one. What's the other ones? The other ones
They are
aren't
good
The other ones
sets.
aren't funny, unfortunately. But there's the you can see clearly now. There's the guy with the runt herd.
Yeah, he's
With the
brilliant. He is, isn't he?
Yeah. I've not often been able to get close-up shots of things, so I'm glad I can do
Yeah.
it now.
Yeah, he's just there. Have just some of that. Don't know why I showed you
Yeah.
that because I'm not on the camera.
I shall unzoom and unfull screen.
Yeah, I got one of him. Got one of him on there.
Just pull back. Do you want me to go full screen? You want to zoom in or anything?
No, don't zoom in because it will show how shonky me painting is.
Shut up.
Can't be doing that.
Shut up. I don't know. Right, I'll get these heads glued on. And then
Yeah,
I think
no worries.
we need to go on an adventure then.
Yeah.
An adventure in Festa's excitement.
Oh, I may have already preempted that and hid any wallet, and yeah, that's all secreted away.
Yeah, you don't need anything to spend online. Oops.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, shut up. Yeah.
But you know what's going to happen? Yeah, it's all going to end up in a bloody wish list. I can see it.
Yeah. Doesn't matter what you do with the money. Wish lists are always there. Wish lists are forever.
Absolutely.
Doodle-doodle-doodle-doo. That's one head. Oi, dropping.
I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have a swig of tea.
Have a swig of tea. If you need to go and get some noms or anything, by the way, do feel free.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm all right, mate. I'll just have a swig of tea because, yeah, drier than a desert armpit at the moment.
Drier than a bad. No, that's not how it works.
Suppose I should load up a particular website as well.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, this is going to hurt.
What do you want me to do, or do you want to do it? I don't mind.
No, you can load it. Yeah, if you want.
That means I've got complete control then, you see. But will you be able to see everything? I don't know. Will it not look crappy at your
Yeah,
end or something?
yeah, it's crystal clear, mate.
Okay. I suppose it'll look clearer for my guys because I've got the crappy broadband, haven't I? So,
Yeah, I won't do a speed test because I know that really annoys you.
yeah, I don't need to see your numbers, thank you very much. You shut up with your big numbers and your nonsense. I had a dream the other day that I did a speed test on my broadband and it was like, it went past 400 and I'm like, woo!
Oh, bless you.
The only downside with these grots is all the heads are just designed to face forward, more or less.
Yeah, you don't get many mounting options.
No.
375 megabits down.
Don't want your
And
number.
36.5 up at the
Are
moment.
you just reading your numbers to me, even though I said I didn't want to know them?
Yeah, I deliberately leant over, pressed the button on the stream deck and run a speed test because I knew you didn't want me to.
I could go off you, you know. Just because I'm going to make you wander through Forge World. God damn it. I don't know. Right, I can just about
So
turn hidden.
technically, I could stream in 4K.
The burp at the end made that worse.
Yeah, that was punctuation with a P.
With a punk. That's what it was. A punk. Right, last head going up.
Paul Di Tommaso says a Taco Terrier was a Chihuahua and a Toy Fox Terrier cross. Oh my god.
Okay. That sounds aggressive.
Impressive.
For some reason, I don't know why, but I always got the impression that Chihuahuas are really aggressive. Like the neighbours next door had some relatives visit for a while, and they had a little Chihuahua, and it was going for everything.
Max McGinn says the Kill Tank is probably one of his favourites from the Forge World Orks collection. Awesome. Looks fun to build and paint, plus it's a beast on the tabletop.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, this is going to be so painful for me. Actually, I opened the...
Right, that's only Grots done. So I've done my Runt Herd and Gretchen. That's the first chunk of stuff from the Killdakka Warband set.
Oh mate, you've done well.
I know, I've made some progress. So what I shall do, I'll have a swig of tea. Easy now. I shall prepare the website of happiness. Happiness, I said.
Let's just put me cushion of goodness in the correct place. Because I can see I'm going to be squirming.
Look at the squirmularity.
How the hell did that get down there? I've been looking for that turd.
What have you found?
I found me box of tubes.
Oh, no, I've got to tell them I'm a human by identifying buses. Oh no, boats this time.
Oh, it's boats. Yeah, mine was buses last night.
Yeah, it's boats and trains today. Damn it, Forge World. Cloudflare, just stop being so crap. That's an airplane, you idiot. I'm selecting airplanes and not boats. That wouldn't have ended well, would it?
Yeah, might have got a bit carried away with me dust there, but I can always wipe some off.
Right, so Warhammer 40,000 armies, Xenos armies, Orks, and all.
Oh,
I'll go from low to high price just to gradually work you in. No, actually, no, let's not do that. It starts off
low price is about 500 quid, isn't it?
No, it just starts off with like a bit, which doesn't really work. So let's start off with high prices and go to low prices. There's actually not that much. Okay. Oh, actually, they seem to have. Oh. Okay, they've suddenly lost a lot of stock, it seems. There's not that much going on. Oh, well, never mind. Right. I shall do a screen share. I'll try and do a screen share. Are you prepared and ready? Have you bolstered yourself?
Yeah, I'm suitably strapped in and...
Right. Can you... Is everybody able to... It's not sharing, is it? Right,
there it is.
No, it's actually square profile because I've got it on the other monitor, otherwise I can't see what I'm showing you.
Oh, right, yeah.
Shall I put it full screen or shall I do it?
I've got it full screen on the other screen, mate.
Let me make it a bit bigger.
Next to me.
There we go. Right, so I've actually got it set from high to low, but let's go in.
Oh.
Do. Ork gargantuan squiggoth.
Oh, 278.
And that doesn't even include the gun. That's without.
Hold on a minute. You said low to high.
No, I went from I changed it the way around because low starts off with like a bit.
You got to admit though, that is a beautiful paint job.
Oh yeah, but yeah, that doesn't include a gun for the back, so you have to buy a gun.
You're joking.
Yeah, you see that bit at the top there? That's because there's no gun there.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I think they give you the gun type
no,
kits.
Look at that.
How do they justify such a premium price? Oh no, it's resin, isn't it? That's
you'll see why. You'll see why in a minute. Trust me.
That is seriously nice, though. I must admit.
That's like all the dry brushing you can possibly imagine ever. Squigbutt.
Oh, look at the Harris on him.
Yeah, but look at the Orks in there. You see how the size of it.
Yeah.
This also, I think this comes with one of them comes with plastic Orks. This one comes with resin Orks. It's massive.
So that's going to be what, about 25-30 centimetres?
But I'll show you how big it is in a second. You'll see. Panic not. Prepare to have your mind blown.
Damn, I
Face
like
on that.
the metal rings round the tusks as well.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? I really want to paint one of these. So much dry brushing. The thing is, the skin on that theoretically would be not that hard to paint because it's mostly just base shade and then lots of dry brushing.
Yeah,
You wouldn't have to paint every single individual thing.
that is a nice looking thing. Though I'll give them that.
Just need to double check. Can people still hear me, by the way? Because I'm not actually looking facing the microphone. So.
Yeah, I can hear you, mate.
Oh, okay. Max says, I don't think you can get the cannon anymore that way. The way possible is the super cannon upgrade. You could put any weapon in the back, one of the plastic weapons or anything like that.
Scale Model Muse says, yeah, 3D printer. Exactly, Muse. Yeah. Damn, that would take one out of a printer.
Yeah, you'll see why in a minute. Look at that. Yeah, so
Oh,
you basically got
look at
the
that.
option of putting whatever weapon you want in there, basically.
Mm.
But the reason it's so expensive...
Holy sugar.
Exactly, that's why it's 300 quid, because look at the size of it compared to an Ork truck.
Yeah, that's...
Look at your battle wagon, then look at this quid.
Yeah.
Then look at your battle wagon.
Yeah. Wow.
That's,
Yeah. It's about 30 centimetres, 300 mil, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, any resin kit that big, you'd be paying a fortune for it. So
That's...
for once, Forge World isn't ridiculously overpriced. That's why you pay, a lot of money
See,
for
why
resin
have I
kits.
instinctively looked to my left at what's going to be the Warhammer shelf and trying to imagine that on it?
You're already sizing it up. You've got your
Yeah,
little
I
Terminator
might.
heads-up display going doing measurements.
Yeah, it's kind of... That is nice. That's only the first one you get.
I know.
That is... I must admit, that's tempting, isn't it?
You'd need a big, heavy shelf to support it.
Oh, you ain't seen my bookcases, mate.
Nah, that's true. What was that noise then? Blink? Was that you? Oh no, it's what? Something went bloop. I wonder if it's Forge World or something. Oh, is it that little chat thing?
I think it's their little messenger thing in the corner to let you know you've probably got a new message.
Oh no, it's this thing. Would you like some help? Looks like you've been on this
Yeah.
page for a while. Just because I haven't spent money in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah. That's them little chat things that come up on these pages are about as annoying as that poxy paperclip that used to be in Office. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Right, if I do
Yeah.
this, can you guys still see it? Is it still visible?
Yeah, I can see it.
Because I've got it on my other monitor and it's really straining my neck.
Yeah, no, that's all right.
Can everybody still see it? Okay, we'll do that then.
Yeah, just do that. Bring
That's
it full
better.
screen.
Now you can see it biggly.
Yeah. There you go.
What's next? The Kill Burster or the Kill Blaster tank? I like this one.
Oh, I like the rust effect on that.
Yeah.
Holy God. Again, it's just the... I like all of the orkness about it, the random panel placements and stuff.
It does look a lot better than the kind of Ork stuff you get in plastic, which this looks a lot more ramshackle. The paint jobs are always much better in Forge World.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Where are we?
Yeah. I built
can't-
this tank.
Candy Graham says, I can't imagine the size of the gaming table that would be needed for these giant scale kits.
Gaming table? Would I... Oh, yeah, that's another confession, Si.
Go on.
I may have been looking at terrain and gaming table mats and stuff, Si.
Yeah. When he says may, he means has been.
Yeah, could you kindly message my close family members and give them a rough Google Maps pin location of this Warhammer hole that I'm trapped in, mate?
Yeah, and then get them to give him a rough slap.
Yeah. What's the price on this, Fox?
This is 126. So it's
Now, see,
it's
that
about-
ain't bad.
Yeah, it's about the same price as most of the tanks on here, and you can make one of two different variants as well, because you can do this one,
Yeah.
which is the Kill Blaster.
Yeah.
Or I love the way it's sort of asymmetrical with a little turret on the side there. All the
Yeah, I
pipes
like
and
that.
Tubes.
Tubularity.
All the random ramshackle exhausts coming out the back.
But yeah, that's what I like about the Ork stuff, is it looks like they've been round the old Scrap Heap Challenge course, doesn't it, and just cobbled it all together.
Muse
And
says
it works.
Muse says I twitch every time I pay for regular Warhammer, so nope.
Yeah.
Excuse me. That kit is a must-have, regardless of space and cash, says Marcus. I think he's talking about the big squid.
Yeah, you're like me, Marcus, ain't you? You're like, yeah. Ross is saying, yeah, he'd like to get a few bits, but can't justify the cost. That's the thing, mate, isn't it?
Then there's this variant with all the guns. All the guns.
Oh, yeah, that's got big bone sticks. But see, I wouldn't be able to have options, would I? I'd have to put everything in it, which would be a challenge.
Especially, oh yeah, because where would you put the big one?
Yeah, but I've got a resin 3D printer. I can add sponsons and modifications. It could become very tall, couldn't it, with extra gunnage?
And I'll tell you what, the good thing if you're doing orcs as well, it doesn't matter if some of the pieces don't quite fit together very well. Like, if I'm building this Macarius tank here, I've got to make sure I've got to heat all the pieces to make them all fit together properly. On these things, if one of the bits is a bit wonky, as long as it's not a gun barrel, then it doesn't matter. I do like that.
It is sexy, isn't it? What's the dimensions on that? Is that about a Bane blade size, is it? Or is it smaller? Or?
Don't know. Is there a comparison? And we'll find out in a minute if it's got one of the comparison pictures.
But the detail on it, though.
No, there's no size one on that.
Bloody hell.
But there's an orc in the top, so you can get an idea from the figure. So, not quite as long as a Bane blade, but tall.
Yeah.
And probably weigh a fair amount. I mean, my Vanquish...
Bloody hell, yeah, your tank, you were saying, yeah.
Yeah, my Vanquish is quite heavy. I love all the detail.
Paul Ditter says, is it wrong that tank's just given me a husband bulge?
You're having a bit of activity in your gentleman's... Have you got something in your trousers?
Yeah, you're having a bit of Warhammer tentage, aren't you, mate?
Yeah. So the one
nothing wrong with it.
The one thing about these is that they're expensive, but the prices are about right for any resin kit anyway. You know, if you're buying a resin kit, it's going to cost you more.
Absolutely. I mean, when I look at some of the resin figures and busts and all of that lot, yeah.
So the prices on Forge World are not that exorbitant for resin models, and you do get a lot. You get a lot more detail and quality. I've fallen out, haven't I? Hang on. No. Let's get back in again. Oh. And we're back. Right, let me screen share again. God damn it. Where are we? It is there.
And that's strange how that happens.
Yeah. I'm sure it's something to do with my actual...
Well, yeah, because it basically flashes up that you've got no internet connection.
Yeah, it must be something my PC's doing, but there's nothing I can do about it.
You're out of interest. Next time you get an opportunity, have a look at the power options and see whether Windows is turning off your network adapter after 30 minutes of inactivity.
I don't know. It could be that, but it's not doing it anywhere else. I never get the problem with anything else. It's just in StreamYard. So,
just makes me wonder.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't. If I'm doing a live stream without StreamYard, it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Weird.
Right.
So anyway, yeah. So as I was saying, like resin, it's always going to be more expensive for resin anyway. It's a It's the luxury end of the market, but you also get a lot more detail on resin kits than they could ever do in plastic. Like all them wires and cables, they probably wouldn't look that good in plastic. So yeah, you need to obviously be aware that it's always going to be. Somebody says screen's blank. Are we actually?
No, it's come back up now. Don't forget, folks, there is a slight time delay. You're showing the Warhammer Sundays background at the moment.
I should be full screening the actual tank thing. Hang on. That's
right. There you go. You've got a full screen now.
Oh, it's because I've got them on the same monitor. That's rubbish. Hang on.
Yeah.
Has it gone again now?
No. Yeah, it's gone again now. Yeah.
It's back.
It's back up again now.
That's weird. Sometimes it allows me to have them on the same monitor, and sometimes it doesn't. I've got to move on to the monitor now. Then. Oh well, never mind.
Yeah, could be what your could be that you're screen sharing a different monitor. Could be that.
Well, it was working a minute ago. No, it's not working. Unless it's unless I do it like that again. Maybe it'll like it if I do it like that. Okay, it likes it if I don't. No, it doesn't like that. Okay, it was working a minute ago. That's weird. Okay, well, let's just not do it that way then. So anyway. There we go. Such nonsense. So
absolutely.
That's the Kill Burster tax. You like that one, do you?
Oh yeah, that is sexy, mate.
It does help that the paint jobs are really good.
Yeah, I must admit, 126 quid. Yeah, you can justify that one.
Yeah,
I think
that's not too bad for a rather large resin kit. Let's be honest. What's next?
Ross says the Fox effect coming to the fore. Yeah, some people should never be allowed near technology.
Well, that's the thing. A minute ago, it was sharing it fine from the same monitor, and now it's saying.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, it was nice. 1080 and
weird.
1920.
It's weird. It makes no sense. Anyway, what's next? Boop. I didn't want to do that. Hang on. A slightly more budget version.
Without gunnage.
Ork Squiggoth.
Oh, look at that.
This is smaller. You can see by the size of the Ork on the back, this is a smaller one.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is why it's only 89 quid.
It's a stunning job again, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
I do like them green. Is that greens or is that greys?
On the... What, on the flesh?
On its flesh, yeah.
Yeah, it's all just different muted greens and things, isn't it?
Wow.
And again, that kind of texture is literally just like paint it a base colour,
yeah,
give it a wash, and then dry brush a load of different lighter colours over the top, and you'll naturally
I'm
get
looking
that.
at the gums around the teeth
Oh,
as
yeah.
well. I
Some
love
brush
that colour.
Brush work on those. Oh yeah.
Gorgeous.
Scale Model Mew says, now that's reasonable. But it is smaller compared to like a War Trike there. It's not that big. Oh, hang on, I'm struggling with me.
Tis tempting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh!
Hang on. Yeah, so it's not anywhere near as big. You can see it compared to a War Trike there.
Yeah, but when you think about it, if people haven't been into Forge World stuff, that's a good entry level, isn't it?
Yeah, if you want to, if you
To
if you've
be
never
honest
done resin
with you.
before. And the good
Because
thing-
resin might not be for everyone. Don't forget.
yeah, but the good thing with that is that's organic. So if there's gaps and stuff, filling them's not a problem. And if it's gaps on the armour and the top stuff, it's Ork, so it doesn't matter. If you're building
Yeah.
like a tank or something like that, like an Imperial tank, you've got to make sure everything fits together properly. You've got to do lots of tweaking and bending and.
Oh yeah, when
something-
it's Orks, it's just
Yeah. You've got a gap between two panels, well then just stick a bit of plastic card as if it's a bit of repair. There you go, done.
yeah, absolutely a super fat weld.
Yeah, like if you had a big gap between those two panels there, for example, you could just put a piece of
Yeah.
plastic card and make it look like a fat weld, like you're saying.
If it's got an hole in it, just shove a squig in it.
Yeah, and well, there you go.
You know, the squig is there to fill the hole. See?
Yeah, you don't get a gun with that one, but again, you can have whatever gun you want, I suppose, if you can't get that specific gun.
I do like that. That's nice.
Yeah.
And again, fairly priced, I would say.
Now we're getting into the good stuff now. Grots. Remember Grots? Tiny little Grots.
Yeah.
It is the Grot Mega Tank, which is probably not that big.
I know. Look at
But
it.
to a Grot, it's a Mega Tank. It's massive.
I love that. That is funny. That is. Oh,
the
look
guy
at
at
it.
the top with like a little captain's hat
Yeah, it's
and
like
his telescope.
yeah, and it's you could put a crow's nest around there.
Mm-hmm. That is
Yeah,
lovely. I love all the different coloured patterns and.
I just like you say, it's just a bit quirky, isn't it? And again, plenty of guns. I like that. If in
course.
doubt, bung a gun on it.
Yeah, give it a gun. There you go.
Yeah, that's cute. That is.
I like all the exhausts at the back, all in different directions.
Well, this is the thing, isn't it? It's just like, yeah, I can get many exhausts on there. Throw them in there.
I mean, you could see some of those panels not fitting together very well and needed some reshaping, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's Orcs, isn't it? Look at the captain.
Yeah, but
there.
it's Ork at the end of the day.
You'd have to give the captain a little moustache and call it Ted.
Oh, yeah, you'd have to, wouldn't you?
It'd be required.
Well, you'd have to paint the hat to look exactly like the one he wears on the E-model show, wouldn't
Oh,
you?
yeah. Oh, yeah. Paul Ditter says,
Yeah, what's the price on that, Fox?
This one, the Grot Mega Tank, is 79 space pounds.
Now, see, again, I don't think that's bad.
Yeah, it's not going to be that big. It won't be massive. I mean, you've seen the size of the Grots that I've got here. They're about as big as your thumbnail.
Yeah.
Well, they're about as big as the end of your thumb. So
That's going to be about the size of a Lehman Russ then, yeah?
yeah, it's like you could probably about as long as your hand span.
Yeah, I'll cut me with my naming of Warhammer stuff.
Yeah. It says here, the Grot Megatank represents the pinnacle of Gretchen-built heavy tank technology, an overpowering war machine that drives all before it in a storm of scrap and destruction. As long as it's really small. Hammered together out of junk, spare mech boy no-whats, and unbridled Grot enthusiasm, the Grot Megatank adds even more firepower to the battlefield madness that has come to be known as Grot's Krieg, terrifying Imperial tacticians, Eldar Farseers, and Chaos Warlords alike. And it's probably it's not that big.
Yeah.
It'd be like somebody turning up to a battlefield on a moped, wouldn't it? With like a spud gun. There you go. I thought you'd like that one. What's next? Oh yeah. My favourite.
Oh, look.
My favourite. Squadron of Grot tanks.
Oh, look
Again,
at them.
teeny tiny Grots.
Oh, look at those.
I'm guessing each one of these is probably like, I don't know, an inch high, maybe a couple of inches high.
Yeah.
Don't
Oh,
know. I
look.
don't know how big.
Yeah, but that's a cute alert, isn't it?
Detail on those tracks though and stuff like that. It's what you don't get on.
Oh yeah, I'm
plastic.
looking at the diamond plate and
Oh,
that. Yeah. And it looks like there's ripples in some of them side panels, dents and that.
Yeah, and it's all kind of like all funny angles and jiggled together, and some of the plates have got like big scrapes and scratches taken out of them.
Yeah, I like that.
See, this is what you don't get in the old plastic kits, because they just look like your battle truck and stuff. They just look like, they don't look this scrappy. This is why I like the resin stuff, because it all looks scrappy. Some of the look at the tank treads; they look knackered. They're not all clean. They're all bent and dinged.
That's the thing with plastic, is you have to put in the battle damage, don't you?
Yeah, but this has like shonky looking tracks and everything, and dings and dents and holes.
Saggy tracks as well.
Yeah, look at the little dude sticking his head out the turret. I love that.
Yeah.
He's got a flag.
Bit of raggy could be hanging out the back of that, couldn't it? Yeah.
That's
Because
absolutely
raggy is still a thing.
Have a raggy pennant.
Yeah, got a bit of raggy on there, mate.
Yeah. Then you got like a. I love that really tall one. And it hasn't got a turret; it's just got a rocket on a stick.
I like that.
Yeah, that's great. So I thought you'd like them.
Oh, they're
That's
cute.
what, 74 quid for them, for a little squadron. And apparently these turrets you can put on the mega tank. You can take the turrets off.
Oh yeah, they're interchangeable. Yeah.
Yeah. Garbage cans with treads, lol. I love them, says Max McGinn. Muse says. Muse says order time. Too cute.
Absolutely, they are, aren't they? They're again. If you haven't built anything from Forge World, what a great entry level thing, aren't they?
If you've never done resin before, I'd say. I mean, look at the weld marks on that little yellow one. It's great. Can we go back to that yellow one? Is it showing? Yeah, look at the weld.
Yeah, you've pretty much got all of the welding joint, haven't you? Yeah.
You don't get a lot of the plastic kits. But it's like, if you've never done resin before, and it's one of those things that resin, you'll either love it or you'll hate it, because it's kind of, resin can be high maintenance. You've got to do a lot of cleanup, a lot of filling. You've got to heat the parts and fit them all together, because they'll be warped things. And if you want to do some resin but you don't know if you're going to like it, don't go for your Imperial Guard tanks or your Death Corps riders on horses, because they've got to fit together. Go for something
get something small.
Yeah, go something cheap Ork, just so you can try resin out, and it doesn't matter if it doesn't quite fit together properly, but you'll get practice at shaping the parts and filling gaps and stuff.
And you also get 4 rather cute.
Absolutely. I don't know which is my favourite. I can't quite tell which is my favourite. I like the way they painted them all as different clans. You got Goths.
Tell you what, right now, this is going to throw you. Why don't we, once we've done Lehman Russ, at some point pick up this set each and do again as part of the painting techniques, and we do a set?
We could do
what
that.
Do you reckon?
It's only 74 quid. We could do that. It's 4 little tanks for fun, isn't it?
What do you reckon? That surprised you, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd be up for that. I'd be up for that.
Fancy that? Yeah.
I'd be up for that. Yeah, bit of doing resin and stuff.
Sai says, I still highly recommend playing with plastic card and build your own grot tanks. Even if you own a set of Forge World ones, it will teach you no end of things.
Yeah, because Cy Reynolds made one out of a chibi tank, didn't he?
That's right.
They
Yeah.
made one out of a little, the little Meng chibi tanks make great Grot tanks because they're about the right size. These are, I think these are about the size of a Meng chibi tank, just to give people an idea. So, I mean,
But no, that'll give you something to think of later on, won't it?
I mean, what are those chibi tanks? Are about what, 15, 20 quid?
15 quid each, yeah.
So,
for the 60 quid.
Yeah, so this is only £10 more than buying 4 chibi tanks. So people complain about the price, but it's about the same.
Yeah, but I mean, like I say, once we've done Lehman Russ, if you fancy doing a set of those, I'll put some money aside, mate, and I'll grab a set.
Yeah,
and we'll do that if you want.
Or something along these lines. If not this one, we'll do one of them.
Absolutely, mate.
Yeah, what's next? Got some knobs for you.
Oh, you're getting the knobs out.
You've got your knobs out. Got 3 knobs. Knobs on war bikes.
But again, the idea of a tank track as a front wheel, I just love that. I just think it's mad. It's insanity.
These are part plastic, part resin. These.
But again, imagine that coming down the road at you.
Although it's got a speedo dial and everything on it.
Yeah, like you'd want to look at a speedo.
Yeah, and it's got like the bullet feed there for the big shooter on the side.
Yeah, mind you, if the Ork thinks it's a speedo, then it's a speedo.
Yeah. And of course, when you've got a bike with a big, massive, like, shooter on the side, you of course need a handheld weapon as well.
Absolutely, of course you do, mate.
Or a dirty great big,
You can't have enough guns.
No.
I mean, look at that. The insanity of that is just brilliant.
I'm pretty sure that the 2 wheels are attached to a wheel in the middle. Is that a wheel?
I think there might well be.
Is it like a wheel turning a wheel? That's weird. I like the way the Ork tyres have metal bits on them as well. It's kind of bizarre.
Oh, yeah.
And I also like the way that if you look at the riders, their right hands, they've got the first two fingers up like it's on the...
Oh, yeah, 2-finger braking, yeah.
Yeah, you
it's
can
that little detail, yeah.
You can see him there, he's 2-finger braking on that. It's like, look at that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Whoever's done that has obviously ridden a bike.
I mean, look at the stitching on his jacket there.
Yeah, I was looking at that. It is, and again, like you say, the rips, the tears, the little dents.
I mean, there's when you do resin, you get like little fine layers of stuff that on plastic it might just be a moulded shape, like a layer of cloth. But in resin, you can actually get a gap. You see it on the deathcore dudes when they've got the collar sticking up. You actually have this fine, thin collar.
Yeah, I like them.
Yeah, I like his helmet.
Word, Neris.
Steady, Neris. What's next? Next we have... there's not that many, actually, Ork stuff. This is the thing I was talking about the other day, the Mega Track.
Pardon me.
It seems a bit pointless because it's just a platform on wheels. There's a dude in there somewhere.
Yeah, but you could fill that up with some dudes, couldn't you?
Yeah, I like the floppy tracks. I love that.
I like the big gun. Is that a laser gun on the front there?
That's a big jet turbine, I think.
Yeah, between the horns there. I like that. Yeah, big ass guns. Yeah, that always works.
You got a flat. I like the tracks. It's got the kind of German look to it.
But again, think of the weathering you can achieve on that.
Oh yeah, all of it.
You can have that as a real, derelict, weathered, rusty contraption quite happily.
Bit of spare track on the side there.
Muse says, yep, they do all the work. You just build and paint it. Yeah, that's just the thing, Muse. I've been looking at these with the battle damage and the dents and all of that. Like, it saves you all of that, doesn't it?
Max Begin says he found out that Contemptor Dreadnoughts are good for practicing with Forge World resin.
Oh, right.
They're like the like the big box coffin on legs kind of thing the Imperial Space Marines have.
Yeah.
They're just basically boxy arm and leg things. So, Gemma's off. Take care, Gemma.
See you later, Gems. Don't know why I've just waved at the camera, but I did.
I just did exactly the same. She's off to watch some TV with Chris.
Yeah.
What else is chat doing? Bear in mind that knob bikers are a kit that builds on top of plastic war bikes. The fit can be worse than some of the entirely resin kits. Also, why you saw the random track between the rear wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of these kits are like plastic and resin. And with resin, if you've got 2 fits that don't fit together, well, you can heat them up and reshape them. But when you've got plastic parts, you're at the mercy of... You can only reshape the resin parts. You can't, like...
Yeah.
So if you get, like, one of the Baneblade, Forge World Baneblades, it's half plastic, half resin. So you've got a bit more of a challenge there. So I wouldn't start with one of those.
Yeah. Usually saying, yep, there goes my bonus.
Yeah, look at that.
Absolutely.
Dirty great big gun. There you go. That's what that's all about.
Yeah. Look at that. Now that is a big gun, isn't it?
Now, unfortunately, when you look through what's available, a lot of the big artillery pieces like that don't seem to be available anymore, so they might be restocking them all.
Could just be that there's an availability issue with the current situation going on.
Well, no, they make them all in-house, but...
do they? I didn't know that.
Yeah, everything's made in Nottingham. But,
oh, wow.
So all the plastic and all the resin, they've got their own factory on site for most of it.
Oh, happy days. It's unusual. Made in the UK. Bloody hell.
Some stuff is done in China, like some bits and bobs and paints and stuff. All this, unless it's like some of the part work stuff, which is factored out. But So, yeah, but sometimes they'll retire the moulds, and until they've got fresh moulds, they'll take them out of stock. Or they've recently redone all the catalogue numbers for the Forge World parts.
Yeah, so David Sanderson says, if only these were in plastic, I'd get the lot. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They might be eventually, you never know. The Baneblade was once Forge World exclusive, did you know that?
No, I didn't.
It was once a fully resin kit, and then they made it plastic. I like that with the gun on the back. That looks really World War II German, but really broken. I'd be tempted by that.
It's got a look about it, isn't it?
It's got a dirty, great big shooter on it, that's what it is. And Candygram says, if it's red, it'll go even faster.
Yeah.
I wonder if an orc could simply imagine that something is red. Yeah, if an orc's got a yellow vehicle but imagines it's red, does it make it go faster?
Exactly, I think it would, because if the orc thinks it would, then it would.
Yeah. I think we've managed to enchant Muse, who was at first like, nah, I don't want any of this. Oh, wait, now she's spending a bonus.
Yeah.
What's next?
The guys at Forge World must be loving this pimpage.
Oh, yeah. Ork Mega Dread.
Oh, Mega Dread. Have you a bit of him?
But this is one of the things that comes with, you buy it in bits, so you can buy the body and then you can buy the arms and things separately. So you can
right, so you choose what arms you want for it.
Yeah, you buy them all individually though, so if you buy this, you're just buying the body.
Yeah.
You're not buying all the dirty great big arms. This isn't that big, there's an orc at the top you can see, it's not massive.
Yeah.
But it's got all the components and all the gubbins and...
Look at all the pistons and the hydraulics and all the detail in the springs and that.
Yeah, just like even things like that. You say the shock absorber springs and stuff that you don't really get in plastic.
Yeah, I mean, look at the chain and sprocket driving the saw blade, the detail.
It's nice, isn't it? That's a bit of alright, that. You can do different versions.
Yeah.
You can have the guy sticking out the top. Again, it just looks ramshackle. I love all the bendy exhausts.
Yeah. It's just the insanity of it, isn't it? Proper cobbled together.
Yeah. Cy Reynolds says, just don't do what Midwinter Minis did when buying a Warlord Titan and forget to buy the head. Yeah.
Really?
He spent about £2,000 on a Warlord Titan, you know, because you buy the body and then the arm is separate and stuff.
Yeah.
And he did all of it and forgot to buy the head.
Ah. Yeah, that's going to make a difference.
Yeah, I like the guy leaning out the top with one arm over the cupola and one arm lifting up there.
Yeah, it's brilliant, isn't it?
All the bits and bobs, and you can see a mechanism for the loading of the rockets and things. It's just, it could almost work. Work. You just don't get like plastic. There you go, and that's what it looks like when you paint it up.
Oh, bloody hell, that's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not massive, but it's not tiny. How much was this one? This was £47 just for the body, though. I'm not sure what you get with this bit. You get...
Yeah, I think you get the body and the legs, don't you? For that.
Resin kit, massive Ork Dread arm with 2 big shooters, can use any of the following Forge World arms which are sold separately. You can use the Kill Cannon and Ripper Claw. Okay, so it just comes without the arm, basically.
Yeah.
Which is probably a lot of the next things. What's this one? A War Boss on a bike.
Ha ha! Get in there. Have you some of him? Gotcha.
Giving it a bit of a wave with his spiky, pointy arm saw.
Look at the chain again on the pulleys. It's just, yeah.
Yeah, oh, you mean on the thing on his arm?
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, have you? Yeah.
We'll get that plastic.
I think that might be the one that Wendy sent me.
I think it is.
Yeah.
The War Boss on a bike. That's the one that's in your stash, dude.
I know.
Oh yeah. Big. I'm not sure about sitting right in front of a dirty great jet intake though.
Yeah, but if he thinks that it's not going to be a problem, it won't be.
Yeah, there is that. Well, there you go. There's a close up of that.
Damn, I'm so quick now on Ork stuff.
It's actually not a chain. It's like a cam belt. You can see it's got the flat.
Yeah, it's like a. Yeah, it's like a tooth belt, isn't it?
A timing belt. Was it a cam belt? Timing belt?
Yeah, timing belt. Yeah, for the camshaft.
I did a car thing.
I know you did it all on your own as well.
I know, with no supervision or.
Paul, yes, you did, mate. You did send me an STL that is very similar.
I like that. The challenge
Josh is in.
The only real
Saying
challenge,
nice orc cycle. Sorry, mate.
I was going to say the only challenge with hi Josh. The only challenge with things like this is, of course, with the plastic kit, you can build sub-assemblies and easily glue them together. With resin kits, it's a bit more tricky. If you have sub-assemblies, gluing them, because you've got to make sure everything fits without gluing it together. And then when
you've got to mock them up first. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like me with the tracks on my tank. I couldn't mock it up first because I can't get them in place and stay in place without gluing them. But I can't glue them because I need to paint them. So it's like can be challenging. It's fun. Now we've got some stomper bits. They don't seem to have the actual stomper in stock though, just the bits, which is a bit weird. Well, I'll load these up. Ork stomper belly gun. Oh, no, the belly gun. There's not really much to show on these. It's just the bits for the Ork stomper, really.
And it's a stomper, though, isn't it? I mean,
you can't. But yeah, they did have the stomper in stock, but it seems to have not been available for a while. So you can buy like the belly gun. This is just the belly gun, or you can buy the head. You can buy the arms.
Yeah.
But that's what they.
So I suppose you could add that to your existing plastic orc that you're doing. You can buy that belly gun as almost like a detail up.
I think so. Just as complete resin belly gun for the Ork stomper, but I don't know if it's specific to the Forge World stomper or if the Forge World stomper is a plastic and resin, because they've not got the actual stomper kit available, so I can't see what the blurb is. But look at that. That's much better than the plastic one. It's got much more going on, I think.
Yeah.
What else have they got?
Again, something else in the stash, isn't it? Stomper.
Yeah. I've just had a massive blast of deja vu. A body for a Mecha Dread.
Oh, nice.
Which, with the other bits, you could make something like that.
Look at that. It's just insane, isn't it?
It's just you.
It's like,
You're sitting there
I got me this gadget. This is what it is.
The chain on the sprockets and chain on that chain blade thing.
I know.
Buzzsaw blade. Just bits now. There's no point looking at Ork stomper bits, I suppose, is there? No. You can get the. Is this a Mech boy? Mech boss Buzzgob. It comes with the Mech boss himself with all these gubbins and arms. But I love the fact you get a grot with a megaphone and a flip chart.
I know, but look at his chest with all the steampunkery stuffage on there, sprockets, and look at that.
He's like the guy that makes the no. He's got the no what's to make the gubbins.
Yeah, it's like Yeah,
I love that. I love the fact this guy's got a megaphone, and he's. I think basically the idea is that the mech boss is making stuff.
Yeah.
I guess perhaps this grot is shouting to the other grots, and there's a blueprint on here as what to do.
Yeah.
But then behind him is like a big pile of all the blueprints that have been ripped off the. I love that, just the flip chart.
Yeah, Jeff's saying that he wants the grot with the flip chart. Yeah, it's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just mad.
We've got a banner. See what it says about it. It says, huge orc mega boss with 2 grot elpers with an apostrophe. Elpers. Complete resin kit.
David Sanderson says, I wonder how these are designed, on CAD or paper first. I would love to go to their design offices and just sit and watch these guys and girls do the designing.
Yeah. I don't know, because they do have sculptors and sculpting team and stuff like that, so...
Yeah, makes you wonder.
I mean, the original stuff, going back 20, 30 years, it was all hand sculpted, but nowadays, I don't know. Some of it will be CAD, obviously, a lot of it will be, but I don't know about the resin stuff. A lot of it looks more handcrafted, really.
It does, doesn't it? It looks like someone sat there and yeah.
Yeah. What else we've got? I think we're about done now. Oh, they've got a super cannon. Oh, you could stick that on your gigantic gargantuan squig-off.
Absolutely.
26 quid.
I'll tell you something, I'm just sitting here thinking how that would look on the Warlick.
Yeah, you are, aren't you?
I am. I'm sitting there thinking, actually.
There's only one photograph. Ork super cannon. That'd go on the back of your squig-off. It'd go on an Ork truck. It'd go on that other thing we looked at with the tracks.
Yeah. That is a big shooter.
The Ork super cannon is a huge artillery piece made for destroying enemy positions and decimating heavy infantry units. This monstrous gun is most often loaded onto the back of a battle wagon or big track.
Yeah.
So they've got one big shooter then anyway, a big cannon. And then we've got some bits.
Again, it's only 26 quid. Can't argue with that, can you?
Yeah. So there you go. There's some Ork stuff. There's a lot less than I was hoping actually. I thought there'd be a lot more, but
I'll tell you that some of that is. I mean, look at that. That is.
You like all of these, don't you?
I do. Yeah,
You're
I like the dinosaurs.
You're having many thoughts.
Yeah, there might be. There might be a.
You've been favouriting links, haven't you? As we've been doing this.
No, I've just been savouring the information.
Sai says it depends on the kit. This is about whether they're hand designed or whatever. Depends on the kit. Most of the Forge World stuff is from the early noughties, at least where Orks are concerned. So most of it will have been cobbled together like filming minis.
Oh right, yeah.
Or sculpted in the case of the Orks themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's like, Darren Latham, who had that channel on YouTube with his masterclass in painting for a while till it got taken down. He's a sculptor. He sculpts models for GW and Forge World. So some of them will do actual. Hello, Mama Fox. Hello. Some of them will do actual sculptage.
Yeah, no, that's seriously sexy stuff, mate.
Now,
I do like that.
I'll get a bit of revenge for you. I'll get you a bit of revenge.
Yeah, you got a bit of the old, what's his name, ain't you? Deathcore, is it Deathcore?
Yeah, remember we were saying about that manta last night, by the way?
Holy sugar.
Yeah, wait for it.
Yeah, that's going to be a couple of grand, isn't it?
1,100 quid.
Bloody hell.
Wait. I don't know what the pictures are going to be like. But just so you get an idea why it's 1,100 quid.
Yeah, that's...
This is a Tau, like, troop carrier.
Yeah.
All resin.
Bloody hell. It's insane.
Wait till you see what's inside it. Bearing in mind, those are all dudes sat there.
Holy
ready
moly.
to be dropped. That's how big this thing is. And it can fit four of the Tau tanks. As well as all the other dudes. You get 4 tanks with it. So, and a load of walkers. So yeah, that thing's massive.
Yeah, that's a massive object, isn't it?
Yeah. When you see that at Forge World, you just go moist.
Yeah, that would be high-pitched, squealy sounds, wouldn't it?
That would be just all your trousers falling off. Yeah. I'll get you a little bit of revenge.
Yeah, you're going to start making cooing noises, aren't you?
Yeah. Death Corps of Creed.
Oh, there's 48 of them bad boys, mate.
Yeah, I'm not going to go through all of them. Death Corps Space Horses.
Oh.
With armour. Gas masks.
Yeah, the gas masks.
286 quid.
Bloody hell.
16 horses though.
16?
16 of them, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's not bad then.
The horses have claws and gas masks. It's great. It's just...
Why is it whenever I see horses I think of Araldite? Yeah, I know.
Araldite, the wonder of horse.
Absolutely.
Horse of wonder. They are amazing. That. I mean, look at it. I mean, look, just look at it.
Yeah, look at the legs.
It's even got a butthole. That's the scary thing. It's I've never seen.
Yeah.
I've never seen a miniature with a butthole, but it actually has a butthole because it's got no fur, is it? It's completely fur.
Yeah, the painting and that. The painting of that, I wouldn't want to put the Optivisor on for, would you?
Whoa, too fast. Josh says, "You guys are really going down the rabbit hole today." Oh, yeah. Quick look, see what tickles me fancy. I love this, the Gorgon armoured transport. The problem is they don't sell the dudes that go in it anymore.
Oh right, so you'd be kind of shagged then, yeah?
Well, it's a troop carrier. It can hold up to 50 dudes, and you used to get two rows of dudes stood on either side like a landing craft.
Oh right,
they don't seem to do it anymore. Look at that.
That is quirky though.
Mm-hmm. Given that track unit is the same size as the tank I've got on my bench right now, you realise how big this thing is.
Yeah.
That. That's like something off Aliens.
Are you nursing a bit of tentage? You are, aren't you?
Yeah, might be sitting a bit funny. You've got to get your revenge on me, haven't you? So
Absolutely,
you've got
mate.
Lehman Russ variants, which are part plastic.
Oh right, yeah.
Big. I love the way they got real First World War kind of weapons. It's great.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Dudes, a thing for making tunnels and breaching things.
Oh my god.
There's a lot of death. They seem to have restocked it. A lot of it went out of stock, and now they've restocked it. So we've got gun crews. What else have we got? Let's have a look. More horses. This thing. This thing is tiny. It's a little remote controlled thing.
Oh right, demolition vehicle.
Yeah, it's tiny. The idea, it goes in the back of a troop carrier.
Oh bloody hell. Oh.
And the idea is, apparently it's a bit of a monster, because what you do is you deploy it on the battlefield.
Yeah.
It's based on real world things. You deploy it on the battlefield, it trundles up to the of a wall of a fortification and just explodes and kills everything in like a 12-inch radius.
Yeah.
It's like a utterly destructive weapon. But
Yeah. Oh my god.
That is just dumb.
Look at that.
That is dumb. It's made of squares. It makes no sense. I wonder how they do the clear parts though. I've not quite figured that out.
It's going to be probably acetate sheet, is it?
I don't know, unless it's just normal clear plastic. I don't know.
Yeah. Unless it's a clear canopy out of a WAS bomb. I don't know.
Could be. I'll tell you what does tickle me fancy though. I'll tell you what does tickle my fancy. And we'll come off this in a minute, but Imperium, Astra Militarum, and let's do two things that tickle my fancy. Flyers, there we go. Like flyers, what? Flyers. I like the fighters.
Yeah.
That's kind of mean.
Why does that remind me a little bit of Star Wars as well?
It's the colour scheme like a Jedi fighter, like a Jedi Interceptor. I like that one. I do like that.
Yeah.
That's kind of mint. Because you don't get any real Imperial Guard flyers apart from the dropship, so they're all forged.
Yeah, that has got your name written on it, I must admit.
94 quid though. You've got some variations of the Valkyrie. It's quite nice. But my favourite of all of them, of everything on this site, is the Arvus Lighter.
Oh my god, that is cute.
Do you know why I love it so much?
Go on.
Because it serves no purpose at all. It's got no weapons.
Yeah.
It holds a pilot, and it's purely designed to transport cargo from ship to ship.
Right.
So it serves no real battlefield purpose whatsoever, and yet they've made a kit of it. It's so adorable. It's just like, it's dead cute. It's just...
So it's saying GW proper produces the clear plastics.
Ah, that's cool.
If they're not just taken from a different kit. Yeah.
David Sanderson says about the little breaching thing. He says it's like the World War II remote control tank filled with explosives in Stalingrad. It's exactly what it's based off.
Yeah.
But I don't know why I like the Arvus Lighter. It doesn't have any weapons or anything like that. What does it say about it?
It's probably because it has got that totally useless thing about it, isn't it?
Oh, it says, while unarmed, the Arvus is capable of standing in as an assault boat, able to transport small infantry squads or boarding parties. Okay, you got a tiny bit of use. It reminds me of the dropship in V.
Yeah.
I like that.
I've got an STL file of that.
Probably only got about 6 parts in that kit. Deathcore. I do like that though. I've not seen that before. That must be a new one or a re-released one.
Yeah, 94 quid.
There we go. The Max McGinn says the Arvus serves some purpose in transporting high lords and politicians around the hive cities. Yeah, but I mean in game though it doesn't. But if you can use it as a little troop transport, then that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, you've got that one in your imaginary wish list, haven't you, mate?
Yeah. So you've got some revenge on me. Ruwenge. Right, anyway, let's stop doing that because I'm sure people are getting bored now. And there we go. Let's go back to normal. Yeah, and there we go. Back in the room. 3, 2, 1. Back in the room.
That was fun. That was.
Yeah. So what have you bought now? What have you got on your list? Have you bought anything yet?
No, not yet.
Have you
But
had a shed load of favourites to your bookmarks?
there will be additions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I do have a. Yeah, I do have a couple on mind there.
Yeah. Max McGinn says about that little Cyclops tank thing. He says the little Cyclops that could.
I just like to say, I like the detail.
Yeah. David Sanderson says the Germans used remote controlled tanks controlled by a wire. The Russians used real dogs. Not for very long though, because the dogs kept running back towards their owners and blowing up the Russian tanks. Apparently, they said the dogs were trained to run under enemy tanks and then detonate.
Yeah.
But dog didn't necessarily know the difference between enemy tank and our own tanks, and they just run back towards their owner. Hello, Mama Fox.
Hello, Mum.
Now she's got headphones on.
Oh,
Right,
bless
so I
her.
finished the Gretchen and Runt Herd, so I shall put them in my magic case of happiness, which is where all my whip projects go.
Your box of happiness.
Yeah, and I'll start something steady. I'll start something else. Now, we did start late, so I reckon, are you still happy to carry on for a bit?
Yeah, I'm fine, mate. You do what you need to
you're
do,
not getting
mate.
the urge to get nibbles or anything, or make
No, I'm
yourself a
fine,
brew,
mate.
or-
No, I've got a brew there, mate.
Lovely, good girl. I'll carry on building.
Yeah.
then.
Carry
hours,
on,
eh?
mate.
If you need to stop at any point, let me know.
Yeah, no worries, mate. No, I'm fine, mate.
Considering Mew started off not interested in any of that, she says there's 7 or 8 on my list.
Yeah, he knows what he's done.
And
He
that's-
knows he's sown a
Keep
seed.
in mind that's just the orcs. There's all other stuff on there as well.
It will happen.
Yeah. Right. What else should we build? Hello, Mama Fox. I'm going to
Yeah,
give Mama
she's got
Fox a
headphones
hug.
on.
Wait there, guys. I'm going to give Mama Fox a hug. Hang on.
Show off.
Hello, Mama Fox. There you go. Hug time.
Oh, bless her.
Have you made yourself a brew? Okay, go make yourself a brew. Good girl.
Oh, bless her.
I'm taking all her mince pies off her, and she's never eating mince pies again.
Oh, really?
Oh, blimey, Riley, the whole landing now stinks. Oh. She misordered and bought like 5,000 mince pies over Christmas, and she eats loads of them. She loves them, but unfortunately, there's a dire consequence to eating lots of mince pies.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah.
Oh, ooh,
dear.
lordy. Right, I'm not going to build the Dakka jet. Not yet. What can I build? Let's have a look. I could make the big mech with a shock attack gun. Maybe. I'll get that done in an hour.
Yeah.
Although it looks like it'll take
go
a long
for
time.
it.
Looks like it'll take a long time to clean up the parts, though.
Oh, is that a similar type of moulding to the ones you had last night?
Well, it's got very old instructions for a start.
Oh dear.
Copyright 2013. Oh, it's not that old then. It's got the old style, like black and white instructions. I don't think it'll take that long to build. Well,
yeah.
we'll do that one. It might not take that long to build. There we go. Lol, go mom, says Muse. Yeah, she likes her mince pies. I'm taking these mince pies off you. Oh, Jesus.
I can see a fight ensuing where Mama Fox wins.
Well, we're getting up. She's got mostly through them now, so I don't think there's that many of them left, thankfully. But I was worried. I was like, do I need to get the ambulance out because you've got some kind of infection in your gut or something? Turns out it's just lots of mince pies.
Oh, bless her.
Coming from the man that just for years declared he hates resin, he's now a huge Forge World. I'll say that again, a Forge World fanboy. Yeah, but there's a very good reason, Si. I've had a blast building that. I spent the last couple of days building this. I've not even started painting it properly yet, but I had a blast building it. And I know I got away with it because mostly it didn't need a lot of cleanup or fixing, so I know I was lucky, but that's why. That's why.
He is kind of hooked, right?
Yeah.
There's no rescuing him, mate.
Well, I mean, like I say, I expected to have to do a lot of graft and fixing work, but I actually didn't, so... Oh, hang on, what size base is that? It doesn't tell me what size base he goes on. Oh. Well, how do I know what base to put in then?
See which one fits it.
Well, it could be any of them. It could be any of them, but I don't want to use somebody else's base if he needs a specific...
Can't you just do a test fit?
Yeah. I mean, I've got loads of bases. I'm not actually short of bases or anything like that. I've got a box full of bases of different sizes. If I get desperate. It's not like I'm going to be playing them in game, so... where that kind of thing is important. It's not one of them, because they've all got holes. You know all about holes, don't you, Colin?
That would be an ecumenical matter.
I can't believe those Death Rider horses actually have poop tubes.
Yeah, that's a little
sculpted
bit...
into them.
That's a little bit disturbing.
Yeah,
but
it's like somebody had to sculpt. What did you do today? What did you do at work today, dear? I sculpted a poop tube.
yeah.
A sphincter was sculpted on my bench at work. Max McGinn is going to go and make some spag bol. He'll be right back.
Yeah, no worries, Max.
David Sanderson says they did about the dogs running back to the Russian tanks, and Panzer says, to a dog, one tank looks like another. Mew says, my Gretchen still need their case decorated. And Mew says, nah, just orcs. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Squiggy's. Squig off. Yeah.
And she does say, unless I'm buying, she'll only maybe buy 2 of them. Yeah, you say that. I've got a list of 7 or 8. I'll buy a couple of them. No, that's not how any of this works.
I've got a couple that I would consider. Yeah.
Consider.
Did that not sound very plausible to you? It didn't,
Consider.
did it?
No, not really.
Nah.
What are you doing now? What are you doing now? What are you doing now?
I'm thinking of where on earth did I put my brush? Oh, there it is.
I can't believe there's an actual poop tube on those horses. That's insane.
Yeah, that's quite disturbing, isn't it?
Especially when you get like all the nurglings and stuff and other creatures where they don't wear pants, and yet there's nothing sculpted other than a pair of butt cheeks.
Yeah.
And yet. And you get like all your shouty space dragons in Age of Sigmar and stuff, and I don't know. It's quite it's deathcore, and deathcore are kind of hardcore, so.
Yeah.
Doodle-doo-doodle-doo-doodle-doo.
Is that it?
Maybe it's like Metal Gear Solid 5 and you've got like a press X to poop button.
Yeah. Do you get extra points for extra poopage?
Could be. There was actually a button in Metal Gear Solid 5 to make your horse poop.
Oh dear. Yeah, there you go. That's a scuzzy enough one.
Look at the scudularity. I'm the only one do. I'm just cutting all the bits off the sprue here. He's quite big. Quite a big fella. Quite a big little fella. Big little fella. What year is this? 2013. Oh, that's not so bad.
Muse is laughing out loud. Yeah. You're going to be like me, Muse. You're going to have a favourites list, aren't you, on Forge World? It's all Fox's fault.
Because once you get one and you enjoy the experience, you'll be like, well, I actually enjoyed building that one. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. So, like me with Forge World. I've still got the Malcador Furnace tank to build that George got for me for Christmas that year. So
that's right, yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that now. Because then I've built a Macarius, and there's a few variants of Macarius, so I know what to expect with the Macarius. And then I've built a Malcador, so I'll know what to expect. Because a lot of the tanks are all based on the same thing. Yeah. Platform. So if I like the Macarius and I like the Malcador, it means there's a whole load of tanks I can build there and sell.
Ah, see, yeah. You wouldn't. Would you sell the chibi tanks if you got them? Because they are so cute that you'd be reluctant to part with them, wouldn't you?
I'll sell my own mother if I had to, if I need the money.
Why am I not surprised?
I won't sell. I'll only sell things that I bought myself. I'll never sell something that somebody gifted to me. That's something I'll never do.
No, same here.
Yeah.
Mind you, though, I've never sold one of my kits anyway, so.
You need to do that. You need to make the money.
Yeah, but it...
don't matter.
Yeah.
Do it. Just label it as best painted kit in the world ever! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! Make up words in the description that nobody knows what they mean, and then you just get away with anything then. Fox, just think of the joy of adding the line to your CV, I sculpted poop tubes, says Panzer. Oh god, yeah.
Well, yeah,
Can you give an example of your work? Yes, here's a horse's butt, complete with the actual tube of popularity.
So what was your role at GW and Forge World? I used to make horses' arses.
Yeah. Imagine your CV. imagine if you only worked there for 1 month and it'd be like, I worked at Games Workshop for 1 month as a sculptor. What did you sculpt at that time? A rectum. An actual rectum. Sphincter.
Yeah.
Anything else? No, just that because I was only there for a month. But I'll tell you what, it looked fantastic.
Yeah.
You could literally go into the studio and say, dude, your work looks like ass. You see what I did there?
I have. I've also realised, totally by accident.
Here we go.
Yeah.
All the money's just fallen out of your online wallet. Oh.
You'll like this. Totally by accident, I've also realised that the Citadel thing I'm sending you fits these.
Fits what? Oh, that's handy.
Yeah.
Well, that's very handy. Good lad. Because I am sick of knocking them things. They do tend to knock very easily. Lovely.
So, what I'll do is, for a better fit, I'll print one without the grippers, and I'll send you the pair. All right.
Okay. I like a nice pair. Thank you.
That's all right, mate.
I've
got my uses.
Wendy
Sorry,
Hickson
mate.
says, I assume this is to Muse. Wendy Hickson says, just a couple. I think not. I assume that's aimed at Muse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once you get a taste of the crack that is anything to do with Games Workshop and Warhammer, you're just screwed. Muse says, I have lists all over, so yeah, there is that. I had a list of Gumpler to build that I never got through, but half of. Or even a tenth of.
I must admit, I am enjoying the Kshatriya.
Oh yeah. When's the video go live for chumps that like me that can watch it?
It'll go live. Actually, I could release it today.
Is it live now? Is it live? Can I watch it now? Is it live now? Now? Is it live now? Can I watch it now? Can I watch it now? Is it live now?
Imminently will be.
Well, you've got to give your patrons a week though, or however long. Don't cut it
Oh yeah,
short,
they've had their week. They've had the first episode's been up on Patreon for a week.
Ooh.
And full members. So let's have a look.
I like the way there's a bit of rag tied around this hose on this guy's equipment. Obviously, where he's got a bit of a leak and he's just tied some scrap of cloth around it. It's quite good.
Yeah, that was uploaded on the 29th of December. So, yeah. There you go, it's live now.
Yeah, I can watch that when I'm having my dinner. How long is it? Is it 3 hours?
No, it's 20 minutes.
Oh. I'll just have to watch it 3 times.
Yeah, it's only me going over the plan and just chopping stuff off sprues and that, just as an introductory.
And building it and painting it and finishing the whole project.
What's in the box and the plan. So, it's one of them.
Mm-hmm. It is indeed one of those. Paul Ditamas says, oh yeah, I'm currently assembling my Kshatriya. Yeah.
Oh, good man.
I think Collins may have a few more parts than everybody else's there.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting carried away with
Surely
ideas.
not. You getting carried away on something, surely not. It's not even possible. Don't even... Just shut up, girlfriend. No.
Yeah, it is possible, and stop calling me Shirley. Ha! See what I did there?
Oh, really? Hello, 1987.
Absolutely. I've been waiting all them years to get that one in.
From the moment you watched Airplane...
Yeah.
You've been desperate to get that into conversation.
I absolutely loved Leslie Nielsen. I thought he was just odd.
We need to get to the hospital. What is it? It's a building full of sick people, but that's not important right now.
Cigarette? Yes, I know.
Just such great lines.
Yeah.
Police Squad was great.
Brilliant. Oh, mate, Police Squad.
It was a shame that the films were so bad because the TV series was just incredible.
Well, you won't ever see the films on thing again, mainstream, because of a certain person that was in them.
Well, no, I have seen them.
You have? Oh, wow,
yeah,
it surprises me because...
Yeah, they still show it, but...
Yeah, there was... Yeah.
I think you're allowed to say O.J. Simpson. It's not going to actually knacker the monetisation.
Yeah, I'm just respectful because it's not my channel I'm on, mate.
Oh, it's not going to do any damage.
You know, so I don't know whether it's taboo to mention the person or not.
No, not at all. I was always amazed when I was playing Duke Nukem 3D back in the day that at one point you go into a building and there's like a bar there, and you walk into this bar and there's a pool table you can bang the balls around on. Pardon, that didn't sound good. But in the background, in the corner just above the bar, there's a TV.
Yeah.
And all it is a little tiny TV with an animated GIF, I assume, a little looping GIF.
Yeah.
And at first you just think, oh, it's just like your car or whatever, car on a road.
Yeah.
It's like a police chase. Like you see this car going down the freeway. It's only like about a second long. And after a while you think, oh, it's a white Bronco. Oh. This is when that game came out. Oh, right, it's out, yeah. You realise it's like a little clip of O.J. Simpson barreling down the interstate, the highway in his Bronco. It's like, wow, there's a reference from the 90s.
Yeah, it was one of those, wasn't it? Yeah.
But no, I've seen it on TV. Yeah, the movies weren't very good though. The series was fantastic, but the movies.
Series was very above its time, wasn't it?
See, I love the bit where he's crouching behind this like bench and the street.
Yeah.
And he's shouting at the character through a loudhailer, and she's at the other side of the other end of the bench, like literally about 2 foot away.
Yeah. And it's the fact that her outfit is the dress, but with the legs of a suit and the shoes where she had walked in to bomb the courthouse. Yeah.
And there's things like, they're doing this, but just in the background there's a shop just called Military Millinery, and that's the entire joke. It's just, you blink and you've missed it.
The one with the boxer, would it, where he was trying to prove that he had kidnapped his wife and he had the washing machine in the ground. Like, there's a washing machine, there's this, oh, mate.
And there's the joke where they're talking about the bank robbery and stuff, and the teller was called Ralph Twice. Shot once. Wait, who's once? No, who was shot? Twice was shot. What, he shot twice? No, Twice was shot once. Wait, Twice shot once? Where's once? He's over there. What?
You do realise we're both going to be watching Police Squad later.
Yeah. And like the bit at the end where they do the freeze frame and like they're just sat there and this little bit of banana just goes.
Oh, yeah.
You've got a bit.
That's when he used to say to the big tall guy, when it got something stuck on your tooth.
Yeah, and he's like, it's a bit of half a banana because you never see his head. Was it Nordstrom or something? Bergstrom.
Bergstrom, yeah.
Oh God, it's such a funny series because it was all new at the time. It was all, you'd never seen that before.
No.
I just remember when they did some undercover thing and they opened a locksmith shop.
Oh yeah,
and there's like every time he tries to cut a key on the machine, it goes into the ceiling, and there's like 1,000 keys in the ceiling. And every time somebody walks in and closes the door, all these keys just fall to the ground. Slam.
Yeah.
I've just they opened this locksmith shop. I can't remember what it was. They were doing some undercover stuff, and they opened a fake locksmith shop. Oh, I just remembered that.
And you had the lineup of all the keys, wasn't it? Car keys, turkeys, and it was a turkey with it hanging on the
turkey.
It was just like mad. Oh, we're so easily pleased, didn't we, mate?
Yeah, no, exactly. It's just that kind of simple, childlike humour that made Leslie Nielsen so good.
Yeah.
If not Shirley, then how about Laverne, says Paul Di Tommaso, showing his exceptional age there.
Yeah. I see what he did.
Yeah, I see what he did there. We're probably one of the few Brits that know what that's referring to.
Yeah, so going to be watching Police Squad later.
I've got it on video. Oh God, I just said video, didn't I? It's literally on the videotape. But Mama Fox in her bedroom, right, actually has a VCR, like from years ago, that she used to like watch videos and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's probably the last remaining functioning VCR in the UK.
Well, I have under my TV a VCR DVD recorder.
Really?
Combo.
That's seriously mid-2000s, that is.
Yeah, and there are still things that we've got on VHS that we load up and watch. Old music videos and music compilation videos.
It's like under our TV, we've got downstairs, you've got the TV on a cabinet, and it's all just shelf space with like the cable box and and then every other bit of space is taken up with videos. And it's like, we haven't had a VCR in this house apart from the one in Mum's bedroom. It was like 20 years. Can we not just throw all these tapes out? Oh no, can't throw them out.
No.
There's nothing to play them on. You can't even buy a VCR anymore. You probably can.
Yeah, but see, this is where people should have kept them. You know, we've still in the loft got a spare VCR in a box that used to live downstairs, just in case.
God, you never know.
But,
Oops, I'm not Gotham over.
yeah.
Sorry, Gotham.
You know, there's still stuff we watch on video.
I haven't watched a video in a million. I think the last thing I watched on video was DS9 in the late 90s.
I think my police squad is still on video,
Yeah,
so yeah.
mine's on video. Bits of episodes. I've probably got 1 or 2 episodes missing. Because it was, you know, in the day, it was recorded off TV, so.
Yeah.
Wow, his head's really shiny.
Yeah,
I just said
do.
that out loud, didn't I?
I do like a bit of police squad, I must admit.
Yeah, it's just simple childish humour. Apparently, one of his gags was he always had in his pocket or in his hand a little thing that he could squeeze to make a fart noise.
Yes.
And he used to take it with him always, everywhere.
Yeah. He had it on the Wogan show, didn't he, when he did the interview?
Yep. But yeah, the movies weren't that good though. I never liked the movies. They kind of it kind of jumped the shark.
Yeah, it was overdone, wasn't it?
Yeah, the airplane movies were great, but the police squad movies, yeah.
Yeah. Naked Gun movies, when it was like, yeah.
Yeah, it didn't really.
It's a shame.
Jumped the shark at that point. Warhammer Crack, we back on poop shoots again, says Panzer. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Warhammer,
mate.
you get it? Warhammer Crack. See what he did there?
I saw what you did there, mate.
That's very impressive. Good job, Panzer. Anyway, talk about food. What you've not told us anything about your food, Panzer. We need to know. If you have, I apologise.
He might already have done, but we've been so engrossed in Forge World that we may have neglected Panzer, so apologies. No Panzers were harmed in the making of this broadcast.
But several Festa bank balances may have been.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about it. There are going to be additions. I know there are. So. I certainly like the idea of doing them for tanks as a future painting thing.
We can do them all in different colour schemes, couldn't you? So
absolutely.
Like I say, do one.
So yeah, there's plenty of opportunities.
Goths for the black colour scheme.
Goths.
Speed freaks for the red ones because they like red because it makes it go faster. Well, there's Goths, Bad Moon, Speed Freaks. Others.
You want me to reel off my orcs list again?
From memory, absolutely, yes. It's very impressive when you do it from memory.
I know, I need to get out more, don't I?
Yep.
That was funny, that was.
Although, to be fair, with resin, it'll be like a 3-hour stream will be like reshape and attach 2 resin parts. There you go, done. Join us next week when we'll do the next 2 parts.
Absolutely.
We've
got Evil Sons, Blood Axes, Death Skulls, Freebooters, Snake Bites, Bad Moons.
Freebooters are the ones that are like pirates. They have pirate hats and stuff.
And yeah, I read them off the decal sheet because
the best
not that far down the
best thing is though, you're reading them out as they are actually pronounced by the orcs. Freebooters, Fires and Sands.
Get your freebooters here.
Yeah, so they all have like pirate hats and stuff. I love that. I don't think you see them very often though in kits. I heard Mama Fox making herself a brew. Good girl.
Oh, bless her.
Otherwise she'll just dehydrate herself. So I need to make sure she's drinking lots of fluids.
Yeah, bless her.
All about the fluids.
Get your fluids here, free.
Panzer says, I did tell you what I had for breakfast, mackerel on toast. Actually, yes, he did. He did. For dinner, meal break tonight, it's beef lasagna. Oh, I really want lasagna now. As I've not got anything out to defrost from the freezer, it'll pretty much be ham and chips, I think. Ham and chips, and as Mum calls them, tubes, which is basically a tin of Heinz macaroni cheese.
Oh, bless her.
Right, do you want beans? Do you want tubes? Or oops? Tubes. Okay, there you go, tubes.
Yeah, but see, every time you think of oops now, you're going to think of that Forge World horse, aren't you?
No, I actually think of Gene Genie from Life on Mars.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Wednesday, 4:30, I'm having oops. And I've fallen out again. Yay! Back in a second.
And he's back.
StreamYard, you so crazy. Nom nom nom.
Yeah, it is weird, isn't it? How that constantly goes with you. It's just weird.
It's clearly some kind of nonsense.
Yeah, it's like, come on, sort it out.
Chinese rubbish in my computer, probably. I think I've not done Stabity, but I've done that thing where you're doing this a bit, because I put my hand on my blade like that when I'm scraping, and it kind of scratches my thumb and gets little ridges, which is not on camera. Because it's not because I'm stabbing, but I've got my thumb on the blade like that when I'm scraping.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot. I can't help it. I'm just.
Nothing wrong with that, mate.
I can't help the way I'm engineered. It's just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's what we commonly class as the Fox effect.
Yeah. What, stupidity? It's pretty much the Fox effect.
Pretty much, yeah. Oh yeah, I'm not going to beat around the bush there, you know.
Der Fuchs ist schlau und stellt sich dumm. Bei Menschen ist es andersrum. Except in my case, it's the other way around. Literally. I am dumb. You don't know what that means, do you?
No.
Der Fuchs ist schlau und stellt sich dumm. Bei Menschen ist es andersrum. It translates as the fox is smart but pretends to be stupid. For people, for humans, it's the other way around.
Yeah, I have enough trouble with English, mate.
Yeah, it's my favourite German idiom. It's the only German idiom I know, but it is my favourite. The only one I can also say. All the talk about orcs had me remembering World of Warcraft when I used to play, says Paul Di Tommaso. Alright. Well,
Warcraft.
Never played Warcraft. Oh, no, I did try it once for about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't know when it was, years ago. I went in, I made my character, I walked along for a bit, I had to kill 20 small creatures of some sort, and then I got bored and uninstalled it. I'm like, when do I have fun? Bye. Well, this was in the early 2000s when it was before I did Fallout and Elder Scrolls and stuff. So
yeah, all those games that you thoroughly enjoy.
Yeah. Have you started Skyrim yet? God damn it.
No.
It's rubbish you are.
No, I've loaded it to see whether it plays all right on my system, and of course it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But I got as far as them on the awesome cart thing going into the.
Hey, you're finally awake.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not a proper Elder Scrolls player till you've at least heard that 17 times.
So I'm like, yeah, I just need to redo my character, because I did it as a big orc type bloke, but you told me off and said that it was a crappy character and I should have chose something differently.
You should. I would say you should, of course, at all times be a Khajiit, but really, if you want to be an orc, you can be an orc.
Yeah, no. So
but really, you should be a Khajiit, because it's always the correct answer.
Yeah, but I can do an orc voice, but I can't do a Khajiit voice, could I?
No, you could try a Khajiit voice. Khajiit thinks you could do the Khajiit voice quite well.
Nah, believe you me, mate, I couldn't. And I'm not going to.
By Akadosh, I think you could.
Nah, mine would still sound orc. By Akadosh, because you could. Yeah.
Bloody hell, we'll stay with that cat over there, yeah, right, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big ass cat. Meow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you play it as like walking around hitting things with swords and hammers and things, or would you play it as stealthy archer, or would you play it or magic, or what would you play it as, do you reckon?
I honestly don't know. I mean, I'd like to have a good old wander around and a good look about, because it does look beautifully compiled, if that's the word. But yeah,
a lot of that's mods, though. Let's be honest.
But yeah, I've got a load of mods I've downloaded, and
I mean, you could start off doing like melee and then decide to go for swords and then go for archery, because you can change as you go along. You don't have to stick to one playthrough.
Yeah.
So. But which do you think would be your preferred? If you had to, what do you think you would start off as? Which would you prefer to start as?
Well, if I did orc, I wouldn't be able to be stealthy, because orcs are about as stealthy as
It doesn't actually make a difference. You just wouldn't.
So
you can still get your stealth up to 100 and be as good as everybody else.
Yeah.
The only difference between the races is that each race has a trait.
Yeah.
So I think for Khajiit, they have quite a powerful melee attack, like because they've got claws.
Yeah.
And they have night vision, which is actually a bit garbage. For like I can't remember what the Imperial Humans one is. I can't remember what Orks is. Orks is probably like they have extra strength and more carry weight, and they got a lot of big. They can do because none of it is skill based.
No.
Because anything like weapons and magic and stuff, that's entirely not based on your character. So, but you'll have a special ability that is unique to Orc, but I don't know what it is.
Panzer's got a question for you. He said, as a hardened Skyrim player,
Oh yeah.
do Khajiit have poop tubes?
Khajiit does not poop. Khajiit makes sure to absorb all the foods. Pooping is not pleasant for Khajiit to admit. Like you never see a cat. You never see a cat poop. They always go and hide. They always go into a bush and hide it and then bury it. So Khajiit does not poop. Khajiit cannot confirm that Khajiit ever poop. Unless Khajiit has too much skooma, in which case there may be pooping.
Yeah.
But not by choice.
Poopage may ensue, but would never be. He would never publicly poop.
Yes. Besides, it would not be a poop tube, it would be a tail hole. Somewhere a furry just got really excited because I said tail hole. Just need to shut up. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Dare I say it, I was thinking of that damn bloody squig on Forge World.
I can't hear typing.
No,
Do you
it's...
think I'm going to guess you wouldn't go for the big, massive, gargantuan squiggle straight away.
That's going to go in the wish list.
That will be an ecumenical matter.
But that's the one I'm currently thinking of in my head.
Not
But
the big, enormous one. I will admit, I've had thoughts about it. And theoretically, I could afford it right now. I shouldn't spend that money, but I could technically afford it right at this exact minute.
It's one of those that, dare I say, go big or go bust, innit, type thing, innit, you know.
Well, you wouldn't go for the little one first, you go for the full-on.
I'd go for the full-on, mate.
You'd have to get that big gun as well, then.
Yeah, you don't, why mess around, If you're going to do it, you might as well get the big one, didn't you?
What was that big gun? It was like 25 quid or something, I think.
Yeah.
I like the way I negate the £300 cost of the squig off by saying, yeah, the gun's only 25 quid.
Yeah, I like the way you did that.
Yeah.
But
never
is...
point out the bad things, always point out the good things.
It's on the mind, but not at the moment. Don't get me wrong. I can probably do the tanks next month, but they're there in the stash then. But the big squig would be one of those. I'm going to treat myself.
Yeah.
Purchases.
Maybe next Christmas's wish list.
Oh, I think it would probably be bought in the summer, mate.
Next summer's wish list.
Yeah. So.
Birthday wish list.
Yeah.
Independence Day. Celebrate Independence Day by getting H to buy you a big squig off. It's nothing to do with us, but hey, it's something to celebrate.
Yeah, I can imagine her reaction if she saw the price. Yeah.
So listen, H, today is International Day of the Pillow, which means you need to buy me a 300 quid resin kit. Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, should be going, what? How much?
It's International Ponds and Waterways Week, so you need to buy me an inexpensive present.
There you go. Yeah, I think she'd be suitably impressed.
Yeah.
She would like it. She would like, because when she saw the black coat, she kind of fell in love with that.
Oh,
and was like, oh, I do like that. That would look so cool on the mantelpiece with all my other gothic-y stuff. And I'm like, yeah, it's been claimed already.
Yeah, it's like Mama Fox. She likes dragons and things, so
yeah.
If I was to get like a big-ass dragon kit, she'd be like, oh, that's nice.
So yeah, it's... Yeah, I do like that. See, I very nearly then clicked the internet, but... Yeah.
See, the thing is, if you look at that dirty, great big squig off, if you look at it and you look at the... That's a really weird... Can I just point out, just before I go any further, on this figure, there's a little nub sticking out from where you stick the head. I'll zoom in so people can see.
Yeah.
My brain's just on one of its weird moment things when it goes a bit weird.
Dear.
Right, you've got the head sticks on here, but where the head sticks on, it looks like a dolphin.
It does, yeah.
I'm gonna have to. I'm sorry, I've got to do this.
Take a picture of it.
No, I've got to do it.
I'll put an eye in.
Hang on.
Oh look!
He's got a dolphin sticking out of his chest.
See, I'd be tempted I'd be tempted to paint the dolphin head on the figure.
Just leave the head off completely.
Leave the head off and paint it as a dolphin and have that as your egg.
It's an
People
orc
go,
fin.
that looks like a dolphin. Nah, you're thinking
you're
it's a
making it up.
dolphin.
And the other thing I've got now is that Sharpie's going to bleed through whatever paint I put on top of it, which is probably a bad thing. But never mind.
Sand it off or use a bit of thinners.
I think his head goes there anyway, so.
Yeah, but
Looking at that big squig off, even the little one, but let's just think that big massive squig off. Looking at it as a paint job, like I look at my Macarius tank, you look at this, and I can see there's a lot of painting to do. I've got, the base coats and metallics and weathering and golds and silvers and browns and leather and the dudes and all the different things I've got to paint, the chipping and the rust and the dirt, the running and the screaming and the hi. But there's a lot of work to do on that, stripes and decals. If you look at the squig off, it's almost like you could break it down to skin, which is mostly dry brushing and a wash. The metals, which all seem to be on that display model, they've just got lots of rusty, which is basically silver, and then lots of rust washes. So that's an hour's work. You've got the dudes, which is a couple of days' work, and then you've got the mouth and the horns. So if you break down the paint job, it's not actually that much complex of a paint job, because you're not doing lots of lines and patterns and weathering and decal. It's just mostly big flesh and rusty metal, and I can hear your mouse clicking.
No, you can't.
I can.
That's an imaginary.
I can hear mouse action going on. You're on Forge World, aren't you? You are.
No.
You are. I bet you
No.
are. I bet you are.
I'm not.
I'm not on the Forge World website on that particular page. https://forgeworld.co.uk/
I'm not.
orks.
Honest.
Yeah. That's the best thing. I can literally hear your mouse clicking. I'm like, when I'm talking, I'm like, I can hear. I'm like, he's on Forge World.
I should have realised. Shithouse rat.
But no, if you go to the squig off, we'll have a look at it, because if you look at the paint job on it, because I've always said like, the Millennium Falcon. People look at the Millennium Falcon and think, wow, that's amazing. It's like, no, it's one of the simplest things you're ever going to paint. It's basically one base colour and then a little bit of streaking and weathering.
Absolutely.
But on that squig off, if you look at it, it's not. You could go into a lot of effort and paint all the individual scales and go crazy on it, but at the same time, it's not that. I've just realised there's a screwdriver sticking out of this guy's chest. It's not that complicated a paint job.
No.
Whereas, like, you get things like some of the dragon builds where it's all different colours and fades and stuff, and they're quite complicated. That thing's just green with a massive, great gob and some horns, so quite impressive.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm having thoughts about it though. I've got to be honest.
What, the squig off?
Yeah, I've got too many other things to build though. I can't promise that there won't be an enormous box turning up in a week's time, but I'm going to try and resist it. I could technically afford it. Technically. I could sell it for a large amount of money. I wouldn't like to ship it anywhere though, because that would also cost a large amount of money.
Yeah,
Yeah. It looks like it might just come in like 4 parts though. That's the only downside.
Yeah, but it's seriously sexy, isn't it?
Yeah. How's that basket doing at the minute? What do we say when we're sad? Add to basket. No.
No, I'm just. Yeah.
No, you can't buy that. It's too expensive. I heard clicking. I can hear typing now. Oh, hello.
What?
Something's afoot.
You're a git.
I'm nothing of the sort. I am totally a git, aren't I? Where are we up to? Let's have a look. Chat saying, question for... Oh, we've done that one. Khajiit needs a litter box, says Paul Di Tommaso. Ross Medlock says, Fox, I bought my first Gundam kit the other day. What did you get, Ross? Tell me all about it. What did you get? Was it HG, MG, perfect grade? What was it? Tell me. Which one? Paul says which one, and Ross says the RX-78-2. And he says it's 144th, the entry level one. So that's high grade is 144th and the sort of beginner size stuff, and real grade is 144th and complicated stuff. Yep. He says, other than that, I don't have a clue about them. Good stuff. Oryx 7082 is Grandaddy Gundam.
Oh, absolutely.
You're doing very quiet things over there. What are you doing? You're looking at things.
I might be perusing.
You're looking at things, aren't you?
I am, yeah.
Welcome to the random live stream where Fox will do some work and Colin's just surfing for porn. Pretty much. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Yeah.
Technically, I'm not wrong.
You're a git.
You can't afford that manta.
No, I am just.
He's not even finishing sentences now. You know what he's doing. He's basically what Colin's brain doing is right now. It's doing two things. Well, it's doing a few things. It's controlling his hand to navigate a website and reading words on the screen. So that's two tasks. It's also looking at things on the screen and trying to figure out where they would go on the shelf. That's 3 tasks. It's also then trying its best to not look at any of the numbers on the screen.
Yeah, correct.
That's 4 tasks. And then it's also trying to, whilst not looking at any of the numbers on the screen, come up with all the things it will try and make the mouth say when H asks why this box that weighs about 6.5 kilograms has just turned up. And how much did it cost?
Yeah. No, I've been good.
He's planning all the exit routes.
I'm not up to any mischief. You're now putting stuff.
I am totally not putting stuff into. I'm not putting words into your mouth. I know when you're doing things and trying to cover your ass at the same time.
There may be shenanigans going on.
Like if he's looking for something to buy that he knows he's allowed to buy, he just goes and buys it. If he's looking at something to buy that needs some sort of excuse or justification, his brain goes into lockdown mode because it's too busy trying to think of how to justify it. So that's why he goes quiet.
There may be a list that's been created.
Yeah, that's why he's going quiet, because his brain's busy thinking, hang on, if I did get that, how would I, if what's the reason that, I need it because, why?
Yeah, but...
why do I need that to live?
Yeah. I must admit, the first one I'd get would be the Grot tanks, I must admit.
Yeah. If it's any consolation, I've actually caught myself in my own splash damage, because now I'm having thoughts about the Gargantuan Swigoth now as well, so I've actually managed to kick myself with my own rocket launcher splash damage. So if it's any consolation, it's backfired a bit.
Yeah, that's the 2 that's in the list.
It's backfired a bit.
Let's log out of my account on Forge World immediately.
I fear the lady doth protest us too much. When he says let's log out, he means I'll just go and click on this link.
No, I've logged out. I am now back.
Forge World on the tablet. Where there's no typing or mouse clicks.
Why didn't I think of that?
Because you're not a weasel like me. I'm king of the weasels, me. Spent my entire life weaseling out of stuff.
No, I could justify the squid later in the year.
Yeah.
But it's a big outlay in it. So,
hopefully everybody watching knows we are just messing about and joking. I'm not really trying to get Colin to go and bankrupt his wife. I am.
Oh no, this all comes out of my what's his name? Modelling fund.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, we're only really joking about. Although I have to admit, I have been hit with my own splash damage a little bit today, so... Yeah, that kind of backfired a bit, Fox, didn't it? Yeah, it did.
Yeah,
Arse.
now...
Arse.
I definitely will get them 4 tanks. That'll definitely happen. Because, yeah, I like the look of them, and I think they'll be a good addition to the shelf of goodness.
Yeah, I thought you'd like them.
But yeah, I shall make me diorama for me shelf.
Ooh, for yourself or for somebody else? See what I did there?
For me shelf, yeah, I see what you did there. That was good for you, actually.
Instantaneous brain thinking.
Damn, I'm still thinking of that damn squig. Get out of my head.
Cy Reynolds is elaborating on the number of things your brain has to do when you go quiet. He says, no, Fox, more tasks. 1, website navigation.
Yep.
2, leaning back to reach his wallet, hence the chair squeak.
Yeah, good observation there, Si. Damn, he's good.
3, thinking about which card to use.
Yeah.
And 4, working out how to explain it to H.
Yeah, that's the one I got stuck on.
Yeah.
See, because I would explain it as, no, on the website they haven't put the decimal point in. It's £29.80.
Or be like, oh, it must have had your card details from the last transaction. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, that's a bind. Yeah.
Oh, lack a day in Lamentations. Or, you know, it. I was going to say something. I've lost my. I've lost me. Where's me? There is the file. I had my round file earlier on and I can't find it now.
But that would probably be the only 2 purchases I would get off of Forge World, yeah. I would have I'd have a starter, and then I'd go for the main course. See how I've justified that.
Now say that again, like you mean it. You can't, can you? Ah, I see.
I can, because you can have that.
Spider Pig comes in and says, he's lying.
Yeah.
All I can see now is Tom and Jerry, and Thomas is there and he's going, don't you believe it?
You're a git.
Yep, all the way.
You can go off some people, can't you, Si?
Yep, you certainly can.
But no, yeah, I must get all faults of Forge World out of my head.
Good luck with that.
It's not working well, is it?
Replace it with Spanish Flea. You'll be fine.
I do like them little tanks, though. I think they're cute.
He's straight away. He's back on it. No, nothing. I didn't do anything then. I just left him to himself. Either you're sanding or you're tapping your fingers on the desk. You're tapping your fingers on the desk, aren't you?
I am. Yeah.
He's having thoughts. He's sitting there. His brain's going, we finished this stream yet? I've got stuff to buy. Come on.
I'll tell you something. You know what's going to happen? You're going to get a message off of me tomorrow.
In about half an hour. I may have accidentally.
Yeah, I've inadvertently found that I had additional funds that I didn't quite realise I still had. And I may have got... No, I'm not going to buy them.
The moment the camera goes off, it'll be downstairs going, H, you know that I really love you, right?
Yeah, do you know how the radiance of the sunlight reflects off your taut young skin?
And she'll say, how much and what is it?
Yeah, she would. She'd go, what's he convinced you to get now?
But it won't be. But even though it won't be my fault.
No, it's never your fault you get.
Nope.
You're like Dave, you're made of Teflon.
She'll know I've convinced you to do it, but then she'll see it as a good thing. Therapy, it's therapy based. He's thinking out for your therapy, that's what it is.
Yeah, you are. You're just like Dave, Teflon, mate. Nothing sticks to you.
I am.
He does the same. Hello, Mrs. W, you're looking well. Oh, isn't he lovely, she goes.
I've never spoken to H, I've never met H.
Haven't you? No. Oh, bless you.
No, never seen her. Never seen her on camera, never said hello to her. She's never been there whenever we've been doing streaming and stuff, so...
Yeah, she's painfully shy, but she does come and say hello now and then. You'll more than likely see her when we're in the Zoom. She wouldn't dare do live because it's just not her thing.
No,
mate.
I mean, like, you know, I've never, when we've been like pre-show, like anything like that.
Yeah.
Never popped her head in when she's passing you a brew or something. I've never seen that.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no, she was mortified once when she stuck her head in the door because we was live. And she let off a really good trouser cough. Yeah. And it came out when me and Dave was live, so I stuck my head out the door. She do realise I heard that. She went, oh, cut me. She went and let another one off, and I went, by the way, what? I said, we're live. And she was like, not happy.
Yeah, you've not recovered from that one yet, have you? You've not made up for that one.
Oh, she said, don't. I said, yeah, just thought I'd let you know.
Just thought I'd let you know. Well, that's why I opened the door deliberately to everybody to hear.
Absolutely.
And
but 10 out of 10, it was a good one.
Yeah, and he said, and of course he said to her, and of course I did tell everybody watching that it was you and not me.
Oh, absolutely. I proper dobbed her in, mate, which got me a beating to die for. But...
Yeah, stitches get snitches, man. I mean, snitches get stitches even.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. You know, fully justified beatage occurred.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Dobbed, I like that word.
Yeah, dobbed her in there.
Excuse me, hello. That came from nowhere.
That did, didn't it?
It came from nowhere. Paul Di Tommaso says, it's easy, Colin. Just tell yourself no, then search online for STL files so you can print your own. But no, you can't do that because then I'll bitch at him for stealing.
Yeah, he would tell me off massively.
Yeah, for stealing intellectual property. Unless it was like a lookalike and not the actual thing. But, I'd tell him off for that. I just have this image, says Simon, of Cole. Look, H, darling, we might not eat all week, but look what we have instead. Shakes squig off at H. Shakes the squig off at H, which H then proceeds to slap out of Colin's hands before murder ensues.
Yeah.
Max McGinn is back with Spag Bowl now to apply food to my face.
It would be, but it's a squig. I don't give a what it is. Yeah.
Although, you never know, it's not impossible that she might look at it and go, oh, what's this website?
She did with the black coach.
Yeah, but the thing is, would that be a worse consequence? Because you imagine if she was like, oh, that's awesome, where's this website? And then next thing you know, you're having to sell the house.
Yeah, I wouldn't dare say where the website is because I know murder would happen.
No, like if she really liked that Squigoth, if she was like, wow, that's amazing, what's the website? And then then you find her surfing it and ordering stuff and you're like, I've created a monster.
Yeah.
It's not impossible. Highly unlikely, but it's not impossible that she'd become suddenly addicted and you get a whole load of stuff that she'd be like, I bought this thing for you to build.
She has been on Goblin Gaming.
Oh. Have you not convinced her to try a hand at a bit of construction and buildage and painting?
No, she wouldn't because she's not got the dexterity, has she? She had her hands fused.
That's true.
So
That's true.
Yeah, she's lost a bit of dexterity. So,
yeah.
Because she used to do cross stitch and things like that, but she just can't. She can't grip the needles or anything now. So, which is a shame. But she always casts her eye over everything I make.
Yeah. Well, you should.
And then goes, "What is it?" I go, "Really?"
You see, what you should do is you should let her peruse like the Games Workshop or the Forger website, and just say, "You pick something, and I'll paint it, and it'll be yours."
Pick something you like.
She might pick like a nice dragon or whatever it is, or whatever she's into. She might, I like that, and you might be like, "Yeah, brilliant. That's the £500 model of Smog. I'll paint that for you, love. There you go. Ordered by."
Yeah, absolutely. So,
yeah. Right, it is 6:15.
No,
I am dying for a dirty great big wee. I need to go make the dinner for Mama Fox.
That has gone quick.
Yeah. So thank you to everyone who joined us for this delayed stream. Going forward, my streams at the weekends might be not strictly at 3 o'clock every time. Like I say, I have to make sure Mama Fox is up and about and fed and watered and stuff before I can start. So sometimes it might be later than 3.
Yeah.
But we'll balance it out. If she gets up later, I have to start later. So I probably won't put specific times on the streams anymore, but I'll try my best. But if it's like a stream for 3 o'clock and it suddenly gets to 3:15 and I've not started yet, don't panic. It'll just be a bit late, that's all.
Yeah. The notification, click the bell and you'll be notified.
Mm-hmm. Where are we up to? Yes, so thank you to everyone who's been watching. Colin, thank you as always for joining me on this nonsense.
It's all right, mate. My pleasure.
Yes, we'll be back again tomorrow for more Warhammer Sunday.
I know.
Even though this wasn't actually Warhammer Sunday, I know it says it up there, but I can't be. I'd have to redo a whole new. I can't be bothered.
Yeah.
For the occasional live stream. Yeah, but thank you to everyone who's joined us. Massive big thank you to Si Reynolds who's been joining us. That's really, really, really good to see you, buddy.
It's made our day seeing you in the chat there, mate.
Absolutely has. Yeah.
Big hugs, Si. Big hugs, mate.
Yeah. Don't forget, of course, if you've liked today's stream and you want to make sure we can continue to do lots of streams, you can support both my and Colin's channel. For me, you can go to patreon.com/modelmakingguru. Or you can click the join button underneath any of my videos. You can make sure a patron or a member. Either way, you get access to lots of free stuff, exclusive stuff, and you also get access to the live 24/7 Zoom hangout and the Facebook group or chat for that hangout if you don't want to do camera stuff.
Absolutely.
And don't forget the same for Colin. Patreon.com/ Take over. My brain just broke.
/Festa67s Workshop, and you can click the join button on any of my videos or on the main channel page.
Yeah, my brain just suddenly forgot how to control all the muscles in my mouth.
And your kindness helps keep the content coming, folks.
Yep. Yeah.
That simple.
Exactly. So we will be back tomorrow. Colin will be back at, I assume, 12:30 as normal with Dave.
Yeah, for the Sunday brunch, yeah, with Dave, and then I'll be with you tomorrow afternoon for more Warhammer shenanigans.
Yep, so make sure to go and watch on Colin's channel tomorrow at 12:30, and then me here at hopefully 3 o'clock, maybe 3:30. I might leave it to 3:30 just to give you a chance to get a brew and some food anyway.
Yeah, all right, then, mate, gives us a buffer, doesn't it?
3:30, 4 o'clock maybe. I've just looked at the screen and saw my left hand here, and my brain went, but my right hand isn't moving. And then my brain just disjointed because it was looking at my left hand and I thought it was my right hand, which is on my leg and not moving. And and then I thought, no, it's Colin's hand. No, wait, it's my hand. Oh, God. Ah!
I know. It's a mind melt, isn't it?
My brain's obviously broken today. But yes, thank you, everyone.
Underneath the cheers.
Yes.
It's got to be done.
That was a drive-by. So as I say, we'll see you all tomorrow. Until then, don't forget, please be safe, be good. If you can't be good, charge. Go. I don't know what I'm talking about now. Go make something awesome.
Go be awesome.
I really need to go for a great big wee. I've been waiting for ages.
Go be awesome and adios amoebas. There you go.
My lines. I don't know which.
I know. It's just I know you need a big boy's wee and just itching.
Oh, yeah. Right. Take care of yourselves. Go make something awesome. Go be awesome. And until next time. Adios, amoebas.
Bye.
Cheers.